That was a good catch. You're a
You feel me?
professional.
I'm on it, man. I'm out here working. I'm trying to get part of them more.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Gas Money Podcast. Before we start, do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Hit that bell icon so you never miss another upload. Hit the subscribe button so you can watch all of our uploads. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at gas.money.podcast. AG?
Before I start with the introductions, I just want to make a public statement announcement. I've been seeing a lot of things on social. There's no podcast beef. Chubbs was a very important part of this podcast from its inception, from the beginning. We had creative differences. We had what they say in divorces, irreconcilable differences. We had that. And there's no love lost on my part. I can't speak for everybody here, but I'm speaking for me. I wish him the best. I hope he does start a podcast because he's a good podcaster. And there'll be no hate. There'll be no back and forth. And he's family, so he's always welcome back as a guest. But we're gonna move forward and just go to his socials, blow up the clips. All the Chubbs fans out there, make sure that he feels loved and appreciated. Welcome to another installment of Gas Money. We got Charlie in the building.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Oh yeah. So now you introduce somebody else.
Oh, and to my right we have Cash in the building.
And to the far left, we got Tune 100 in the building.
Yes, I'm actually glad it went that direction because even though I am 100, I am a father first.
Uh-oh.
Now he's 200.
200 in the building. Woo, and to the right, yes. To the right of me, we got the man, my big homie in this fatherhoodum, AG in the building.
Thank you. I want to give you the floor, bro. How does it feel to be a pappy?
Happy Father's Day to both of y'all, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's an amazing feeling, I ain't gonna lie. It's only been 5 months for me. My son was born.
Hey, 5 months?
Yeah. What?
How long have we been potting?
So, Duke Dennis inspired me.
I think you're taking this method acting a little too far.
Nah, but long story short, I just certain things like we spoke about, I think on the same podcast, well, the same episode was, certain things I do believe is, should be kept a little bit close in house, especially with the internet being as weird as it is.
Yeah.
Whether you're famous or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just honestly why I decided, I feel like Father's Day would be the perfect time for me to speak on Father's Day, obviously, about experiences and everything I went through for the last 5 months. But yeah.
What advice do you have for new fathers and fathers to be soon?
Honestly, the only advice I would really give is just that allow yourself to to fail and don't put pressure on yourself to be perfect, because honestly, this shit don't come with no rules, obviously. So.
Absolutely. I got a question for the cast. I know I said I was going to do riddles, but it's not riddles. It's Father's Day, so I wanted to do a father theme. Who is the best or greatest TV dad? I think about all the sitcoms.
Hank Hill.
Hank Hill, number one.
Yeah, that's my nigga.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. TV dad.
Best TV dad.
Yeah. I got Uncle Phil, number one.
That's the first one that came to my mind.
Yeah, I got Uncle Phil.
Carl Winslow.
they got something in common.
They flay?
That is crazy. Damn.
Charlie.
You can't say Cosby no more, right?
No, you can't.
Nah, I think you can, yeah.
We're talking about on-screen shit only.
Yeah, I still got to give it a Cosby.
Yeah, probably.
Mr.
Yeah.
Huxtable. Yeah. That's one of the GOAT dads out there. All right.
What about Home Improvement? That was a good dad too.
Actually, what about my wife and kids' dad?
Oh yeah,
that's a
Michael Cobb.
Yeah, he was a great dad.
And he was
actually
funny.
an awesome dad.
It was funny. Yeah, there's a lot of great dads, man.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of white great dads.
Nah, hell.
Yeah, Home Improvement.
Charlie Sheen or something?
Yeah, 2.5 Men. It was the little Flay one. He was the dad.
Yeah,
he was a
the
good
little
dad.
I know he wasn't.
Yeah.
Nah, he
Why
really
not?
wasn't.
Nah, he wasn't.
Why not?
Didn't he have to move in with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
Oh, so your financial situation.
No,
That's what you said last week.
You said that
didn't
last week.
What I say?
You said I'd rather the money.
That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, but I didn't say you couldn't be a good dad.
Yeah, here we
But
go.
I would rather the money though.
Yeah, we know. So how was he a good dad if he didn't have the money?
At least to
Because he
you.
had the resources.
No, I know he didn't.
Yeah,
His
he
brother,
did. My
did.
resources, like, yo, I got a brother that got money though, so we out.
So what?
Yeah.
So his brother was on something like, nah, you can come. The kid couldn't.
Well,
Some
then
bullshit.
then he might not have been the best dad.
Thank you. That's all.
But in the situation that he was in, he was a good dad.
He
in
should
my
have sold a
opinion.
brick. Fuck that. That nigga was
He definitely
mooching.
should have sold a brick.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't with all of that. Did anybody do anything interesting this weekend besides Cash? I really don't want to hear him gloat for like.
All about the back.
Let's think about the gloat for 3 minutes.
Nah, but
So you can't save us from this
I
nigga?
didn't do anything like cool. But one thing also on the Father's Day tip,
Please.
I did get a gift, a present that was a portrait of the same pose I had with my father when I was younger. Woo. Yeah, but my baby mom, she replaced me in the picture for my son.
That's fine.
So my obviously his grandfather.
Speaking to the
around.
mic, please.
Obviously his grandfather isn't around, so it's actually a really dope sentimental picture to see my father and my son in the same picture.
That's hard.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
All right.
So now
on the father tip you was on earlier, I was going to ask him. He said, "Don't be afraid to fail and all that." Even in 5 months, what do you feel like you see like, oh, I got to do this, but I got to do that.
honestly, the as far as like the patience when it comes to like the feeding, because that shit happens in the middle of the night, and then as soon as your paternity leave is up from work, and you start balancing, showing up to work on time, early, and then waking up at 2, it's just the whole
Juggling.
even though you're tired as hell and you feel like you kind of not really on point as much as you should be, it's just like at the end of the day you're human, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be those.
Yeah.
Man,
Nah, that waking up in the middle of the night shit.
that shit.
I don't have no kids, but I already.
Wait, why not?
Gotta be tough. Just hasn't happened. I mean, if I'm being honest,
That's the real question.
when a nigga say I mean,
Yeah.
when a nigga say I mean, the truth coming. Nah, I didn't want any for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. From young, I was like, I'm cool on it. I just see what everybody going through. And I'm a little selfish with my time. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I see the amount of years. Like, even now, my mom is not raising me up, obviously, but like, she still has to be involved in a certain type of way.
That's moms.
And it's just like, it's a real. You're literally giving your life up for them. Like literally, because now the life you thought you was gonna have without them, it's finito.
Yeah, that's gone.
So, but I've as I got older, I'm kind of like not more open. I want them.
Okay,
but
that's good. That's good.
for a long time, I was like, I'm cool on it. And at the same time, I ain't have nobody I trusted enough to.
That's important. That's what did
So
important.
you said for a long time you didn't have anybody you trust. So that means you have somebody you trust now.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. It's a lot of pressure. You don't have to answer that question.
Okay.
It's a lot of pressure. This is a big broadcast.
I do have somebody I trust now.
That's what's up.
That's fire.
That's also
fire.
very important. That's what's up, man.
That's fire. That's fire.
That's what's up.
You Dominican, right?
I'm Dominican, yeah.
Like normally a Dominican dude your age probably on his 3rd family.
I was about to say.
So that's why I was kind of shocked.
Well, we only know what he got in America.
I did a lot of bobbing and weaving. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Feel me?
All right, cool. Cash is like salivating over there. So go ahead, bro.
Well, the time has come. As you can see, I have my Larry O'Brien trophy.
Oh, I can't wait to let's have
Right
this conversation. Yeah. Ooh,
I am now the 2025 City Worker Champion of the United States of America.
And what sport?
Tell us the stat line real quick.
Stat line, round 20. You know what I'm saying? Assist wise, around 20. You know what I'm saying?
Humbly speaking.
Everything else, it don't really matter.
Yeah, but who got MVP though?
All right, so look, this is my thing.
That don't look like an MVP trophy.
No, that
This
definitely don't.
is my thing about basketball, right?
Yeah, here we go.
If you go and do an eye test of basketball,
Yeah.
and there's a big man and there's a point guard, and the big man is scoring because the point guard is he. Are you going to give the MVP to the big man or the point guard? Most likely the big man, because you see him with your eyes like, yo, he's scoring mad times.
Yeah.
But you're not even thinking about the point guard as
That's creating the plays, yeah.
Feel me? And it's like I was scoring too, but I get it. I wasn't, and it was like a whole they would just wanted him to win MVP because the announcer was like, "Oh, he's gonna win MVP." Blah blah. I was like, you know what? Fuck, I'm not even tripping because we won.
What was the defensive effort?
That's what I was gonna say.
Because you probably was getting killed.
Me?
You looking for the big man to give him an honorary mention? That's it.
I'm getting killed.
I was just asking, because I mean, if you had 20 points, supposedly 20 assists, that's a lot of creating.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like the big man was probably also a defensive anchor.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, it was mostly he was mostly just rebounding. It was a lot of rebounding.
Just rebounding. Like that's not the end of a possession.
Yeah, but I mean,
but I mean,
if you if you know what,
Like championships haven't been lost over rebound.
Yeah, exactly.
yo, listen.
and then I gotta also hit you with the like my Jordan type of comments when it comes to like who was guarding you. Was it a fellow athlete guarding you, or was there like a guy that just signed up for the
food, nigga.
It was a guy that just signed up because there was something to do.
If it's food for me and I'm my size and he is bigger than everybody in the court, which one is really food?
Come on.
Who the guy guarding you?
Nah,
No, the big man is like 6'4", probably like 270 pounds.
Them numbers keep getting bigger.
But I'm saying, well, we're not even talking about the center. I don't know the center.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
so,
you.
Yeah.
If I'm saying you're Jordan,
Now the best players on the other team was guards.
Huh?
The best players on the other team was guards
on
for
defense.
sure.
On defense?
Yes.
you said
But this is my thing. In this city worker shit, nobody is staying in front of me. Nobody. And I challenge anything that work for the city.
That's what I'm talking
Play
about.
next year, and you will get the same treatment the rest of these niggas was getting. It's
two hezzies, you still do hezzies?
Yes, automatically. I'm gone. And then this is how we scoring. The niggas guarding me, you a cone. Beep. Then his man come to guard me. He step up. He's
Second
wide
cone.
open. Weep. Open every time.
He still got to finish.
Who got the film? I know that shit. I know something was being recorded.
Yo, if there was film, you would have seen the Hoop mixtape.
Why wasn't there a film though?
We don't got the budget for that.
Everybody
the
got
city don't got the
trophies.
budget.
Everybody got trophies.
Yo, pay more taxes, man. Trump raise his taxes in New York City.
What about the jerseys? You took them home too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it came with shorts.
Yeah, but they couldn't
They
afford
could have cameraman. Everybody got an iPhone. They can't afford a cameraman.
That's wicked. That's wicked.
Nah, but that's what's up though. Congratulations,
Nah,
bro.
good shit.
You done? You got your shit off?
Shout out to Cash, man.
You got to return the trophy after this?
Nah.
Hey, they signed up, gave him that trophy. They ain't had to win anything.
There they go.
All right, let's get into it, guys. Well, we're gonna start off how we normally start off with an RIP. So I'm gonna say RIP to Ananda Lewis of MTV. She was like a VJ back in the day when MTV actually mattered.
VJ?
Yeah,
I didn't want to ask.
video jockey.
Oh, okay.
MTV music videos, VJ.
I never really heard it like that before, but
Was she in the videos or she was?
Nah, she would like select them, like
Yeah, I'll get
then do commentary.
Got you.
But she died from breast cancer. So the controversy is this: when she first was discovered she had breast cancer, she denied like the advice of the caregivers. So my question to y'all is, like, would you guys ever, you get a diagnosis of something that you feel like you can handle on your own? Because remember, like, within the community, we have like the Dr. Sebi stuff, like you want to treat yourself and stuff like that. How do you guys like navigate those things? Because after COVID, like the respect that we have for the medical field kind of dipped because like people were just like very skeptical.
Yeah.
And like, so how do we move forward as a community? Not all at once.
Let's not be idiots. We start there. Like, we talking about, no disrespect to this lady.
No, of course not. Of course not. She's
But one of the richest men in the world, what was the nigga name? The iPhone nigga?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs died because he had cancer, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I'm not going through that medical shit. I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah.
And
Holistic.
that nigga has all the money in the world and he couldn't holistically solve that riddle. So what the hell does my broke ass think I'm going to do if I get cancer? If the richest nigga in the world could get any plant, herb, or anything, I'm not going to be able to do half the shit he could do, and he still died.
That's a fact.
So I'm going to take my ass to dialysis or whatever and solve the shit. Like, I think every single one of my dad's brothers and sisters, except for one, and he had like five of them, I think, they all died from cancer. So I'm not about to go drink no potion and solve. Nah, I'm going to go to the doctor.
I do think there's like a fine line of what you believe you can control. I think things like cancer is a little bit more. You should get some help.
Yeah,
but like the simple. I wouldn't say simple things, but things like diabetes or just things that could be helped, like with eating properly. Yeah. That you probably can get on, but like things like cancer or I don't know, blood clots and shit like that, you should seek help for. So I think there's a fine line.
I think it became Jamaica.
I think it got to do with the quality of life that you're looking for. Like maybe Steve did have options, but he didn't want to. That dialysis shit is a different beast too. So and it comes with a whole different set of complications and cons to the pros with that too. So maybe he was just like, yo, if I can't do it peacefully or holistically, like you said, I'm cool. Yeah. So some people rather die at 60 or 50 living their life than die at 80 but going through the last 20, 15 years of their life like sick and out the hospital, dialysis and all that.
That's a fact.
And so it's about how you want to go out.
Yeah, I actually think that happened to my aunt. She had breast cancer, and I think that, I'm not going to misquote my family, but I believe they said that she just got tired of going to the doctor all the time, and she was just like,
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I mean, that's a painful. That's not painful.
That 3 times a week, that blood, that shit. You sitting there for hours. That shit's
dog. If I'm terminally ill, I don't think anybody should be able to tell me I have to go do the process. I should be able to choose. You know what? I'm done.
Well, I mean, it definitely should be a choice. It should be a choice.
Especially when y'all telling me you got 6 months to live, a year.
Yeah,
it's like, all right.
Let me die on my own terms. Yeah, that's a good way to go.
But it depends on what kind of cancer, because you could have a certain type of cancer that is too painful for you to just be chilling in the crib. Like colon cancer, I think they say is one of the most painful cancers. Like,
you shit yourself to death. What a way to go.
That's everything go through the stomach.
Yeah, I will. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely tough. But R.I.P. to Ananda. And
if you're in a coma, how long you want them to give you till they say, you know what?
Pull it.
How long?
Well, I mean, we don't even know what the coma feel like.
No. I'm saying,
well, that shit feel good.
Like a dream, like a dream. Like
it's been said that they wake up feeling very good. And
you see what I'm saying?
Yo, actually, there's a Saudi prince that's been in a coma for 20 years. They call him the sleeping prince.
I seen that,
and they said that nigga just woke up.
I seen that. I seen reports saying that he didn't wake up. I don't know what's going on in that part of the world, bro. Niggas is bullshitting out there. But pull the plug.
ASAP.
I don't know, man.
It depends on what financial situation my family.
If I'm just like, is it like, what if it's an induced coma?
It's not my prompt.
What if it's an induced coma?
Well, an induced coma is usually done with the hopes that you'll be. They're putting you in the coma, so they're assuming they could get you back. But I'm talking about like
you get into a car accident, bang,
and it's been a week, been 2 weeks, like he ain't waking up.
Keep me.
Keep you how long?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you ain't got no shit keeping me alive.
And the financial situation is true, because I don't think they cover that forever.
What happened?
No,
the financial situation is true, because I don't think they cover that forever.
Hell
no.
The light bill got to get paid, nigga.
Am I breathing on my own?
No, you in a coma. Everything that you're doing,
the machine keep you alive.
No. So even in a induced coma, that shit's breathing for you too?
I can't. We're not medical professionals.
Oh, then
your body is.
Oh, so the coma. Yeah, you're gonna have to educate me just a little bit. So that's like basically my brain. My brain isn't. If you in a coma, your brain is.
No, your brain can work.
It's alive,
but it's not doing any of the bodily functions that I need to do.
In this problem,
that's when
Did y'all hear about the lady, the black woman who she's like brain dead, so it's even past coma, but she's pregnant, and the state that she's in won't allow her.
You looked at me. You trying to include me in that? I know what's going on. I didn't even budge.
Wait. What happened?
I didn't expect that. Oh, she was brain and then pregnant.
Yeah, I don't.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, but they're not letting. So this is the crazy part. So the family is like, hey, the baby. They already figured out that the baby is like messed up. So the family's like, yo, just terminate the baby and then let her die. And they're like, nah, we don't do that in this state. Yeah. So how much power does the medical field have over life and death? I think it's...
Wait, so she was pregnant when she went to the coma, or she was in the coma and then some guy snuck up in there?
She was pregnant while she went into the coma.
Oh, okay.
And then they found out, because, medical, they can figure out what's going on with the child. The child is has neurological issues too. So the family's just like, yeah, just terminate the pregnancy and let her die.
I would be tight.
If you were what?
The family.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That they force you to keep.
Yeah, because now I gotta take care of this kid, and this kid is like,
Let's
It's gonna be
slow down.
a burden.
We got into a lot of trouble last week.
Now what
2
we
weeks ago.
what
I
we
ain't
said
getting
that
no
was
trouble.
I said
wrong.
last week.
We was ODing a little bit.
What we say?
A lot.
nah, that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we was ODing.
We talking
Yeah,
about.
come on.
I just want to know if I participated.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
what Godfrey said, we was talking about the kid that make all them noises and stuff.
You see?
We didn't say it like that.
Nah, that was nice. He was being nice.
We didn't say it like
Nah, we OD'd, but
Okay.
yeah, like it would be a burden on the family and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The medical field is kind of fucked up.
So how long they got to keep you in a coma before you want them to pull
Right.
the
Y'all
plug?
never
Immediately.
He said ASAP.
Immediately.
Yes.
Now you're bugging.
Yeah, that's a little bugged
Nah,
up.
y'all niggas is crazy.
I have a cousin that was in a coma for like 3 months or something like that. Or I don't know how long. He was in a coma for a while and he came out. He's normal. He's a lawyer, I think.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like
you-
if it feels like you're asleep,
Yeah.
if it feels like you sleep, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
But like, cause like, let's say you get into the accident, right? And then you in the coma.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't remember being in the coma, but all you remember is the accident and then you wake up.
Yeah.
No matter if it's been 10 years or 10 days,
Yeah.
10 minutes. If that shit felt like a dream, then I would hope that niggas just left me on that shit.
All right.
Now, if it felt like straight darkness,
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna have a choice.
yeah, right? Yeah, what
Now you do got a choice. Pull the fucking plug, nigga.
Nah.
That's my choice.
that ain't your choice.
Nah,
bro.
I think give me like a year.
Oh, y'all are crazy.
Nah, that's not. I think that's far. That's too much for me. But I think that's give me something. Give me a
Your
chance.
like a fighting
Your
chance.
family gonna sit there and grieve for a year, and then
Like,
they gotta grieve
you put
again.
them through a bid.
3 months. After 3 months, I'm not mad at whatever decision y'all make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't resuscitate. That's what.
Yeah, that may be.
Yeah, that's it. Don't bring
Get
me.
that shit put on your license.
Yeah, I was
then.
just about to say.
Now you're wilding.
Why?
Because then they're not gonna save you on purpose.
Right, because you don't got to be in a coma, they just won't.
Yeah. Niggas gonna put your fucking heart in a horse.
Facts for an experiment. Like,
Oh, we got a black body?
Yeah.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah.
We gonna
about to wild out.
make a super soldier out of a horse. Yeah, fuck that.
Oh man,
Niggas is crazy.
Fucking
All right.
Trump thinking you on president. Ajama.
Whoa! Yeah. Yo.
I didn't say your last name, but he wouldn't definitely call you no AG on the press conference.
Bleep that on the edit.
Yeah, my boss in real life called me AG. Trump called me AG. Yeah.
All right.
Crazy. Nah, it's just because
You call him DT, right?
Nah, I call him a name I ain't gonna say on here. I ain't getting in trouble. But I think we can keep it medical. Cash, I need you to explain this topic.
All right, so as we know, Jeff Teague has a podcast, the 520 Club, right?
Yes.
So he has Shy Gildress' dad on the podcast. He was some old Jamaican nigga from Canada. And one of Jeff Teague's co-hosts was like, oh no, sorry. Shy Gildress' dad was like, oh, we're all basketball dads here, right? Jeff Teague's co-host was like, oh, well, Jeff trying, but, he's shooting blanks.
Ooh.
So Shy Gildress' dad was like, yo, listen, you want your girl to get breed? I'll breed her.
All right.
Mind you, that's Jeff Teague's wife.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me just break out.
Yeah,
Oh, you,
no, because I just want to respond to that little part
That's
right there.
hectic.
The way Jeff Teague handled that was very professional.
yeah.
You can go.
So that got me thinking, right?
And this is the part where I lose.
Because Shy Gildress' dad was like, yeah, I'll give you a kid. I make MVPs. All I make is MVPs. And it got me thinking, like,
Nigga did it once.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on. I want to
if
see what's going on.
LeBron James told you,
This is when I clocked
listen,
out.
I will give you the sperm to get your girl pregnant. Think about the potential that child could have.
I'm looking at it. Bronny seems like he's a second round pick. All due respect. I got to see what Bryce turns out to be.
I can
Bryce
tell.
is looking good too.
Now Bryce is looking good.
He jacking Bryce not making it to the NBA.
You're bugging. But
Listen, you saying you jacking, it's not that, you think a second round pick is not that special? That's in the top 1% of athletes.
But I'm saying it, like, if I would give my girl up so I could have a NBA baby, a second round pick ain't enough for me. I feel like I could train my son to be that.
Yeah.
You know how much
I feel
niggas
like I
have
can
said
train
that?
my son to be that.
You think-
Now, if you telling me lottery pick,
Oh, now y'all bugging.
lottery pick is wilding, that's a guaranteed contract on my bugging.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I would, but I'm saying
In
now I'm listening.
In the event, because we talking about
Theoretical?
no, but he can't produce. That was a joke. He's shooting blanks.
Yeah.
If I'm shooting blanks, I'll take the 23.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, yeah.
I'll take the 23. No pause. No way.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Okay, we not in New York no more. We fucking podcasting in Boston. That niggas is crazy.
Nah, because why not?
Yeah, that's
At that
that
point.
would be your best chance to have a MVP or something like that.
That's the name of the pod. I'll take the 23. We got it. But I'll answer. So my first issue is the framing of the question. But Cash, in an episode, I asked him if his stepchild, had Elon Musk potential. He gave me some hubbub about how the money got to flow down.
Yeah.
And blah, 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 blah. Now all of a sudden, when it's LeBron sperm, it's jackpot.
Yeah, but you talking about some special needs
No,
kids.
you see, I didn't say. Why are you bringing that up?
Because that's what the scenario. Because you're not gonna put context in that. Put the whole context.
Yeah.
You talking about some kid that be beep bop boop bop bop bop.
See,
and
It's kind of the same thing.
no,
though.
it's not the same thing.
Because having LeBron being the donor wouldn't make your child automatically smart.
But not smart. It's about athletic ability.
He could just be like,
It's not gonna automatically make him athletic either. But
Yeah.
on the other side, it could make him special.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the
Cause
wait, Elon Musk kid is.
Nah, we was
Special?
basically saying like if
Can I say special?
yeah
Yeah. You can say whatever you want. Just don't say the R word or the F word.
yeah type shit.
Got you.
R word mean grape.
Brother. Please.
And-
Oh, that R word.
yeah, you can say retarded.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
can we?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't.
No, you can't.
Well,
I don't.
I've already had my
I
child,
want to have
so
a conversation about these.
we can
fucking
say whatever
words
we
that I
want.
can't say now, but we could do that another day.
No, you know what I don't like about that word? Retarded shouldn't be classified as anything because when niggas say retarded, we not talking about special needs people. We talking about
but see,
stupid
that's-
niggas.
that's the thing about the F word,
The F
too.
word is the same way.
Because when I say the F word, I'm not calling you.
I'm not.
Nah, but people be calling
It's more like me calling you a
homosexual
bitch
people.
for real.
Nah, people call homosexual people the F word as like a demeaning term.
I'll give the F word more grace, but the R word, if I could say murder, which is a crime, why can't I say R, which is also a
Oh,
crime?
y'all talking about
Like-
grape. Grape. Y'all talking about grape.
yeah.
Yeah, drop the G.
That's my thing too because, well, this is going to go into a whole other discussion, but it's like, what's worse, getting raped or getting killed?
I don't think that's up to you to decide.
Getting grape.
Because every day I don't walk around with the fear of getting great.
Nah, getting grape.
I don't walk around with the fear of getting murdered either. But I know one of those battles I'm not facing.
okay,
I know,
Can I give
more
you a
people.
scenario?
I know more people that's walking around with the fear of getting killed than getting raped.
Can I give y'all a scenario?
Even women. You got women in that category?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think that realistically speaking, in the demographic that I associate myself with,
Mostly
that
men.
if I had the balance of numbers, that more niggas I know is worried about getting killed
Exactly.
than women that I know worried about that happening to them.
Yeah, I think my bad to cut you off, but I think that's the demographic of people that's like we shouldn't use that word is because women. I think it's women behind that.
I got a scenario for all the black men in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Walk with me. You get pulled over.
Yep.
You got drugs in your car. Would you rather the cop kill you or grape you?
What?
Wow.
I would tell y'all my answer. That nigga, but he better kill
It's
me.
a female cop?
No.
Why not?
Big hillbilly white corn-fed. Like you like
How much drugs in the car?
enough to put you away.
Nigga said I ain't trying to die for like a brick. After it's 10 bricks.
Yeah. enough to put you away, man. And I think
So
that
you get to go home free if you get
yeah.
So hold
Well,
on.
at that point, that was consensual sex. You agree?
Yeah.
I ain't agree.
Nigga agreed to it.
You got grape that gun.
Break that gun point. Nah, that should be the title.
You don't want to buy no more.
This nigga Secede said, I got chubs off. Yeah. I can end this shit.
Damn, man. He didn't get jumps off. Pause.
Oh, that was crazy.
See, but now in spirit of Father's Day, now you got kids though.
Yeah, yes.
You still gonna take the bullet?
I can't.
Yes, because I don't want my son looking at me like you let him do that to you.
But then on the other side, your son will never look at you ever again.
Hey, man, he got this podcast he can watch. Yeah, what my dad thought about this? He can search it up. This is our fucking diary. This nigga could go watch me talk. Nah, man, I'd rather die. So if I had to choose between those two things, I'd rather die.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an easy one, honestly.
And I'm not taking LeBron's 23.
I don't think that's an easy one.
No, I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
Between
it's easy. It's easy for me, but the rest of y'all haven't even answered yet.
All right, I'm gonna say something, but
We got it.
Yeah, this is at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, we got him.
clip of the week.
Yeah, we got
This is my guess.
If a nigga gonna fuck you, right?
Damn.
Yeah, that was crazy. But okay.
But that's what it is at the end of the day. You getting fucked by a nigga. Man, this is crazy.
That nigga's bug. I got my dad hat on.
How big is this nigga?
All right. What the fuck is fucking? Oh, that yeah. You got that.
Nah, not muscular wise. I'm talking about.
We tried to save him.
Because like, realistically speaking, it's like, all right,
ain't no
you got this
realist.
big hillbilly nigga. It's like, all right.
What is he saying, man?
Remember this nigga said that shit about passing the torch this week?
Yeah.
That nigga fucking putting gasoline
But it's
on that shit.
if a nigga gonna fuck you, if a nigga gonna grape you, right? Would you rather get raped by a nigga with a 23? A nigga with a fucking.
So what do you say, officer? Can I see it first?
Nah, yeah, that's basically what he's saying.
Back out.
That's what he said.
He said what? Back out
Nigga
what?
said, is that a gun or you happy to see me? Nigga start flirting with him.
Yeah.
Nah, niggas is bugging out,
Niggas
bro.
going crazy, bro.
He might be a Minuteman.
Yeah, you see?
Because think about it, if you get caught and you got 10 bricks in your car and the nigga was like, yo, listen, I'm either gonna take you to jail for the rest of your life
That's what I'm saying.
or we could get down. You might get off easy. Pause.
You gonna be in mental prison for the rest
For
of
the rest of your life.
Yeah, but you might go to
No, I'm
prison.
not.
You might go to prison and it still happen to you.
That's
So now what? And it's gonna be a 23andMe. Not even a 23, a 23andMe.
And it's gonna happen more than once.
Nah, real talk. Them niggas say that shit in prison is consensual.
You walk on with your pocket out.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's not
niggas is holding your
Wait,
pocket.
you said that's not true?
nah. That's only in certain places.
Okay.
In New York, I think it's consensual more, but other states they taking that.
I'm in New York, so.
But that doesn't mean you're gonna go to jail in New York. You got 10 bricks, you going to Fed.
Yeah, you going to Fed.
You all over the country.
In New York, I merely rock. That's all I got to say about it. I already chose my destination. Y'all niggas is still mulling over the offers and
I
options.
mean, I might take the grape over the 10 years in jail. I'll tell you out. And it's more than 10 if it's you talking
Yeah,
about grape.
bro. Yeah, you
You're gonna be taking more than 10 any.
I'm dead. I'm dead. So
Now, if you go by statistics, the hillbillies might actually be working with.
now y'all, yo, you fitting well here, bro. You do.
We're moving on.
Yes. All right. Let's just keep it sexual.
Let's go to another fruit. More grapes.
Let's keep it sexual though.
Pause.
There's a sex worker battle going on.
Is it?
It's the battle of the Titans.
Cash
Now I'm interested.
Cash gonna
What's
break it
going
down,
on here?
and it's your flavor too. Cash gonna break it down, guys.
So it's these two white women,
That says it all.
Sophie Rain and Bonnie
Actually,
Blue.
for the record, my son isn't white too, so I feel like the connection could be happening at one point.
So basically, Sophie Rain is one of the most famous, most earningest OnlyFans models.
So she makes more than a bad baby,
Nah.
She make more than everybody. She make like, I think she make like 72 million a year. or
and she
something like
don't
that.
be fucking.
No.
Yeah,
Sophie, you talking?
Yeah.
Word.
So Sophie Rain
no dick.
was like basically shitting on Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue was the woman that had sex with 100 people in a day
All
and
dick.
all this stuff.
So it's no dick versus all dick.
Yeah. And basically, Sophie Rain was like, yo, you're degrading our culture. This is supposed to be our woman empowerment. And you're over here making a mockery of this thing that we've built, basically. And she was basically shitting on her like, yo, you're a fucking whore. And Bonnie Blue was like, nigga, the fuck are you talking about? Like, we all doing the same shit.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, I don't have to fuck 100. She posted her earnings. She made like 72. I forgot it was a month or a year or what. It was $72 million though.
72
And she was like, I didn't have to fuck 100 guys to make this.
So the number one joint
Yeah.
came down off a fucking mountaintop to talk about somebody else and how they making their bread.
Yeah.
How much is Blue making?
Oh, I don't know.
She probably
making
don't
a
put
lot
her
though.
numbers out there.
M's?
Yeah,
Gotta
definitely.
be.
Definitely, yeah.
Shit she doing, generation.
I think it sounds to compare it to basketball. This sounds like the number one is scared of the potential of the up and coming. Because it's like the same thing when we see the top basketball players like Jordan or Shaq talk about talk about up and coming players.
So this is Shaq versus Dwight.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's how I look at it.
So, because Shaq, Dwight.
I don't know. I don't know what he's
You talking about no dick versus horse?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wait, what? I don't even know what I heard. A horse.
You agree, niggas too
I
late.
agree too. Yeah, that
Said
is
Dwight and Shaq.
Yeah, but like
Shaq is doing it without the dick.
Oh, no, that was a ball. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. He got it. He might be the best part of it. Really.
I gave him a lion.
They came through. Yeah, this nigga's wilding. But
Yeah, it's just hate. That's hate.
It has to be, right?
I know what it really is. Let me put my conspiracy. I need to get a big hat. That's
I'm telling you, I'm about to order all of them.
So she's scared because guys are starting to realize, and I feel like this should have been apparent to every nigga, but there's a lot of simps in this world. If I can pay $10 a month to watch you in your lingerie, maybe even flicking your little bean every now and then, or I could pay $10 a month to see this girl in the trenches fucking 1,000 niggas, niggas pissing on her, slapping the shit out of her, spitting her butt, and both of them is the same price. Fuck am I paying $10 to look at? That's like going to, let's say Starlets and Show Palace have the same bitches. Why am I gonna go to Starlets when I go to Show Palace and see you butt ass naked?
Yep, I agree.
It's the same thing. So now Sophie Rain is shitting on her, trying to get everybody to dogpile on her because she don't want to have to do more work.
Yeah.
Because she see Bonnie Blue is putting in the real work to get to the top. She came through poverty. She's a rose in concrete. She got it from the bottom and she's trying to make it to the top.
Literally.
That's what I'm talking about. Man.
nah, but to me, both consumers are losers. The niggas that's watching a girl get fucked by 100 niggas, bad.
Nah.
What?
How's that? That's bad for a nigga to be watching that?
Yeah, like why you want to watch some shit like that? It's more dick than pussy in those videos.
It's a spectacle.
That's not what you really watching.
Yeah, it's really for the show.
Yeah.
The action.
Wait, so
I don't think they jerking off to that.
So I'm the minority here. Y'all niggas. Like,
I think we all already came to the realization that porn at this point in 2025 is like art. So niggas,
wait, when did that occur?
porn isn't art.
The hell no.
Point is art.
Yeah, I know what type of room I'm in. I'm
Yeah, you get boxed out, nigga. I brought my team, nigga. You get boxed out.
You put the freaks together.
I'm wrong, y'all.
I guess essentially it isn't art.
Like, come on, because
It's a film. It's acting.
exactly.
Shout out my nigga Gucci. That's all I gotta say. Go ahead.
Gucci third leg.
Nah, you see, as I said it,
that was a bar.
I knew it.
That was
But
a
that's not the
ball.
Gucci I'm talking about.
It's like on Sophie. Why is she so worried about? Why is she so worried about doing more work? You're already at 72 M's.
You never
It's
been
like-
at your job and everybody's cool with doing the bare minimum, and one nigga come in and he start ODing, and now all the supervisors looking like, nah, y'all got to be like this dude.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
You 72 M's up,
Yeah,
though.
like, yeah.
And this
but-
is 1 year. Like, you probably already 150 up. I don't know how long she been doing it, but
It don't matter though. You don't want to do. Nobody wants to do more work. Nobody.
and you're gonna dismiss your fan base that are into more of the imaginative side, which is I don't want to see the nipples. I don't want to see the pussy.
I don't like the way y'all talking about porn right now.
No,
Nah, but that's true. That's true. That's like just,
y'all niggas
let's
is
go
making
to-
this too
Cause look, let's go to the Show Palace versus Starlets. Some niggas is like, they go to the strip club like, yo, I don't even want you to take all your clothes. I like the imagination. So when I go home, I can still think about you rather than, oh, I'm looking at you completely naked. There's nothing to imagine. Because some people like to chase more than they like to bite.
I can't believe what's happening right now.
Like, would you rather a girl walk around butt ass naked all the time, or with a little booty shorts and a bra or something, like where it's like you don't want to see all the you want to
No. I agree with all of that. But we talking about porn.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
It's
what?
art. You have to view it a certain way. You have to. I mean, that's if you allow your mind to go there. I get it. It's not for everybody. Exactly.
So
it's not for everybody.
Let me get this straight, and I don't want to put words in the wife's mouth. So the 100 niggas fucking one girl. What type of art is that?
Hardcore.
And
that's probably for the niggas that really objectify women.
Okay, so them niggas got a problem.
Nah,
I guess it's a fetish.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of a fetish thing. Like they want to see it.
Yeah. We don't kink shame here. So you're right.
There's a great fetish in porn too.
Yeah, see? I definitely. Yeah.
When that season came out, I stopped watching.
But there's girls that have that same thing, like regular girls.
Yeah, but it's not being recorded.
Nah, that doesn't matter though. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, that gotta change.
Doesn't make.
It gotta change something. No. If that's your fantasy and it happens, you do that, and there's no recording of it. Play ball. But now this shit is like being consumed by people that have these. I'm wrong.
Yeah, you are wrong.
I'm out. Yeah, I got it. So what's the solution here?
Don't grape your girl.
No, I mean that should be obvious. But with this
I think Sophie Rain I think all these girls that do the bare minimum on OnlyFans, I think your time is up. And this is really just a case of women not liking women, because at the end of the day, I make $70 million this year only. I don't need to touch nothing ever in life again. Why are you hating on somebody else because now you might have to do more work? All your financials should be settled. There's no reason for you to even talk about somebody else. And you're going to base off of OnlyFans started with girls having sex, and you tried to revolutionize the game by I'm not taking my clothes off. I'm nice. I'm better than everybody. Why are you holier than now on some whole shit?
And you won off that.
Yeah.
You did that and you won. So it's like
just for time.
If you still at 1M, 2Ms, maybe you could sweat. But come on, 72.
Yeah. It sounds like you already got a fan base solidified. Just step aside.
Now I'm interested, Cassius. Do you research these things, or you keep up with these? Like, are you subscribed?
It's a freak nigga, bro.
That's actually my
I didn't know about the Sophie Rain. The only rain I knew was today because it's raining. But I didn't know about it.
I have my hand in many different pots in this world.
Now I don't like where you go.
Chef Cass.
Thumb in her butt. That's
spitting in her butt.
Yeah, spitting in her butt.
Spit in her butt.
Yeah, this nigga's crazy. This is a tough transition for me. I've been spending the last 10 minutes trying to figure out where do I go from here. Honestly, I guess we could just freestyle and just. I mean, y'all niggas got me like fucked up. But
scraping and scrambling.
Yeah, scraping and
scrambling.
No, I got it now.
Oh man,
let's take a trip to a nice island called Puerto Rico, and there was a basketball game being played there. And Demarcus Cousins got himself in a little kerfuffle. Who knows what happened? Enlighten me.
I don't know what really caused the issue between Demarcus Cousins and everybody in that building.
Oh, okay.
But it seemed as if as he was playing, there was like fans heckling him and saying things.
I saw a clip where he put his hands like by his balls, and then he went to a fan and put his hand up. And then I saw a clip right after where they was throwing beers on their nigga. And he fell on the ground. And Demarcus Cousins is a habitual line stepper. I'm going to just say that. I don't think that, I don't know the context, but if I'm going off of his history versus the history of Puerto Rico, I think he was in the wrong. Puerto Rico seems to be a very peaceful. Oh, you got a different story about Puerto Rico?
No.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah. Actually, niggas did back out a gun on me in Puerto Rico.
So maybe.
That was crazy. But also, though,
wait, hold on. We know what choice he took then. When the cop pulled him over in Puerto Rico.
It wasn't a cop.
See over there?
Funny enough, I got a witness. So actually, they could just testify.
So there's a video.
Nah. It's just that I was with a girl.
They got a great fetish. Great fetish.
See, this is what happens. You open that door.
Niggas is crazy.
The back door.
Nah, niggas is wild. I had a girl with me. So
he
handled that.
He overstepped.
Oh, go ahead. Finish your
the shit about Demarcus. I kind of forgot just now.
Yeah, you see what happened? That happened to me too. Y'all niggas started that shit.
You got a gun back down on you, and then
but yeah, that story's kind of old. But yeah, I just ended up having cash in my pocket. Like I had like $100 took the 20 out, gave them 20, they dipped. But the Demarcus Cousins shit, that nigga was home. It was a home game for him, which made it even more confusing because it's like. his fans or the fans of the team should have been there. So I don't know how the hell.
I'm trying to tell you, and nigga's a habitual line stepper. The whole season he's probably bugging out. they had their fill. Why is DeMarcus Cousins playing in Puerto Rico?
Their basketball league is growing. Like they've had a lot of former NBA players over there now. The league is growing. That's how.
Yeah, but is it a top 5 league?
Nah,
It's growing.
Top 5.
Yeah, but like, why is DeMarcus?
DR's growing too. Like it's that whole shit is growing.
Well, why? Like, this is DeMarcus Cousins. He's not 50.
Because there's no taxes and it's in America, so you don't got to be far from home.
Okay, because
You get dollars.
that was my biggest question. It's like, I think he's good enough to play in the second best league.
Yeah, but niggas don't want to be away from their family for a whole year.
yeah.
Like I would go to Puerto Rico too.
And make
There's
less money
there's
than
no
playing in
tax.
Europe?
There's
That's
taxes
important.
in your home. You think DeMarcus Cousins worry about money? This nigga made over $100 million in the NBA.
And so why he not playing the big 3 then?
That's what Ice Cube invited him to. But that's less money than playing in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, the weather is good all the time.
And them niggas is trying to ruin that big 3 shit. You seen what been happening this week? There was like 2
yeah.
fights.
Lance?
Niggas is bugging out, bro. Niggas is turning that shit into some nigga shit.
That's why you can't invite everybody.
Yeah, you can't.
Dwight kind of handled Lance on that one.
Yeah,
He kind of flung him.
yeah.
Now Lance ain't full. Lance is strong.
No, Lance is strong, but both feet left the ground when
Yeah,
Dwight did the.
and it kind of looked like one of those shoving matches that
nobody
Why
wanted-
nobody threw a punch?
Nah, Lance threw a punch at somebody though. It was some nigga stuck his finger in his nose
I
and
seen
he
that
duffed
too.
him.
And I actually had a question on the basketball tip. How do y'all feel about Melo saying that nobody can beat him one-on-one, but he's not playing one-on-one?
He's a pussy.
Yeah, he's scared. I wouldn't say that. I do not agree with that. I just think it's levels and shit. So Beasley said that he could beat Melo.
He didn't.
bust his
He said
ass.
He said he can bust his ass. Even though I think Beasley is nice number like one-on-one, I think he's one of the top players that would benefit from a one-on-one situation. That nigga's boxing up. So if I'm Melo, like somebody has to like be on my level and stuff
Also,
like that.
Beasley got to beat somebody like on or right below.
I would never pay. Beasley will always be in the situation
Oh, so you
that
would just
he
never
can't
play.
lose for real because Melo's supposed to win, and then if Melo, it's just like boxing.
Yeah.
Melo gotta win in my eyes, and if he doesn't win, that nigga,
it's
like,
just not worth
yeah.
his.
Yeah, it's not.
All
It's like the
these
same
old
thing.
niggas are scared. Like it's no
You think
point.
that's what it is?
Why you keep talking about Joe Johnson said the same shit? Like, oh yeah, I would play him, but nah, I'm not playing for no $100,000. Like, nigga, if you a
That's
man
scary.
and you talking about, I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but I would still win, niggas, there's no point of saying nothing. Cause really, if Melo never addressed it, who gives a fuck? If Joe Johnson never addressed it, who gives a fuck? I'm not about to be like, oh yeah, I could run faster as nigga, but I'm not gonna race him. Nigga, I'm not gonna even say nothing because if I feel like I have too much to lose, I'm just not gonna address it. Cause at the end of the day, it goes without saying. Like we know that Melo losing to him would be like a big shock in the basketball community, but people that really know basketball is like Michael
It's
Beasley
possible.
might beat that nigga.
Yeah. But I mean, that's
I
easier
still
said.
feel like I agree, but I still feel like I could say it even if I don't want to play. I still feel like I could
Yeah, 'cause
let
it's
my
ego
name and
thing.
reputation speak. Like, yo, I feel like I bust your ass. I'm not gonna play you, but I'm better than you, and you could just do that what you will.
Just like Cass just said, there's an example, a real life example that happened. Ashton Hall raced Speed.
Yeah.
And they raced 4 times and then he lost all 4 times. And one of the times he actually fell in his face. And now like his cloud or like his internet persona has taken a gigantic hit. Like, so it's like you guys might be right. Like Melo doesn't gain anything. Even if he wins, it's like he was supposed to.
Yeah.
Nah, but the thing with Ashton Hall, he didn't lose gracefully. Like that nigga was arguing
was
and
tight.
cursing, and then he went
How do you
on
think Melo would act if he lost?
just lose gracefully like a man.
He gonna turn it to DeMarcus Cousins, bro.
Yeah, do you think Melo could beat Michael Beasley in a fight?
Nah, I'm not saying it'll get like that with him, but nigga, it's gonna be
There's gonna be 1,000 people
He
watching.
could be tight, but oh well.
All right,
Lose like a
somebody's
man,
getting
nigga.
pushed in their shit.
Lose like a man.
We see Melo throw a punch.
Nah, Ashton Hall getting beat by Speed 4 times in a row is bad.
But
see, my thing-
that's go
Yeah,
ahead.
now you can go ahead. 'Cause
Nah, that
I'm pretty
nigga's too
sure
big. He can't run that fast.
That's what I was really seeing for real.
I feel you. But it just like you said, it made him look.
Yeah, he lost the mystique. Like the whole nigga was outrunning Bugattis and shit. We all knew it was bullshit, but it's still like it's just a damn. He may be running a Bugatti, you know, and that shit is gone. And on top of that, Speed is not training for shit like that. He just getting out of bed, smoking a nigga that dedicated his life to this.
And he ran barefoot. That was crazy.
But Speed is he is like a
Y'all niggas did say he jumping over cars and shit.
Nah, Speed could have been like an elite level athlete if he
He's
really
different.
focused on sports. Like he is like
How the hell you know
He's
that?
gifted.
What have you seen him do?
He jump
What you
over
mean?
a car.
He jumped over a car. He do backflips nonstop. Like that nigga's mad athletic. He used to be a basketball player and football player too.
Toon said that shit don't mean shit to him.
Yeah, unless I see it live.
I guess that's where his name came from.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
probably.
so, right? I guess so. Ain't you from like what, Ohio or some shit?
Yeah.
Ohio do got some great athletes, so.
Shout out Demarcus Cousins. Shout out the great people of Puerto Rico. Let's move on though in the same. Thank me for bringing up speed. So DDG has been in the news a lot recently, right? For a bunch of stuff.
Man, it's like 4th week in a row. This nigga's on a hot streak.
Nigga's hot. But he said that he would be willing to go up on a very big podcast. I'm not gonna name the podcast. It's Joe Budden's podcast.
I was about to say, you don't fuck with Joe?
I mean, I have my issues. Joe don't know that I exist.
Niggas be saying that that's your big homie.
Who said that?
And that you be copying that nigga format.
Who said that? That's crazy. I mean, sure. But shout out Joe.
Why? Because y'all both fire niggas?
I haven't fired anybody. You good. You good, man. This guy, you got a future. You got to sign this nigga now. Fuck around, Joe signed it.
Where he said, yo, go add his show love to the page. What he said? All right, go ahead.
Anyways, so DDG said that he's willing to go on Joe Budden's podcast because their podcast went viral for discussing his not marital, but baby mama shit. But he said one of the co-hosts can't be there. How do y'all feel?
Shout out Melissa Ford.
What did she actually say? The only thing I seen her say was that she don't need the facts, that she's on Halle Bailey's side.
That's
regardless.
enough. That's enough.
Yeah, that is enough. But I want to see like the full content.
Yeah, I actually saw the what do you call it? Whatever. I saw the clip that they were talking about, and she was just. I think they were both spewing assumptions and accusations with no facts. Mm-hmm. Like when whoever was defending DDG was talking shit, and then, but you know how, not to talk about women, but like, you know, they're a little more animated with their disdain for certain men. So it just came off real hateful. Mm-hmm. But she was pretty much just supporting Haley in terms of like it being so public, and she was blaming DDG for it being this public.
I don't think I disagree with that.
But also the debate was that she was mad that he took the baby on stream, but she wants to take the baby to Italy for 4 months. So I think that's where they're at right now.
So I'm gonna give y'all both scenarios. You're DDG, y'all are all DDG. Would y'all be like, yeah, I'm not going on the show because this person said this about me?
Nah, I wouldn't, because I think when you're in the position of DDG or any celebrity, there's certain things that you understand come with it.
Gotcha.
Every media, talent, personality isn't going to be on your side.
Got you.
So that's my take on that for real.
Cash.
I mean, there's different ways you could look at it, because the type of person I am, if I have a real like problem with somebody and we got to sit down and talk, the conversation might not be as productive as especially with somebody that's not even basing their opinion off of facts, and they just going off of, I'm a woman, so I'm just taking a woman's side.
Yeah.
Like the conversation between us two is not going to go a way that's going to look good for the viewership of the audience, because to me, you're just a dumb bitch at that point. So It's like, I'm not even going to, our back and forth is like, it's going to be me and you arguing for a long time. And it's like, that's not going to be a productive conversation. If I'm going on there to talk about my situation and about me as a person, who I am, the whole interview is going to get dislodged because of that interaction.
So long story short, you on the same timing. Like, hey, get.
Nah, I think I would still go, but it's also a thing. He got to think about his image. Like his image is like, I'm a cool guy and all that shit. And if he's gonna go in there and be angry, like how I would be angry, then it's like that's gonna kind of be.
Then you're not a cool guy.
Do you think I'm a cool guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you're a freak nigga.
Wait, you give me a freaking cool? What the fuck?
You're a cool freak.
Diddy was the coolest nigga for a long time.
Take that.
That was the worst thing you should have mentioned.
This nigga.
He definitely should have done that behind the scenes though. Like, because I think it benefits both of them more. I don't know who it benefits more, but it's a huge platform on.
Yeah, I think it's a mutual thing.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, you could have just addressed that behind the scenes and see, because we don't even know if they even want you up there. Like,
Actually,
They didn't invite you.
I think it's more beneficial for him because he gets to explain himself in an environment that's not controlled by him. So nobody could be like, oh, that's just he going on such and such.
With a woman in the room.
You know what I'm saying? That already disagrees with you. He could have won her over.
Exactly.
And it would have been better for
Killed her
him.
with kindness. Yeah.
And then the nigga instead, to me, it was kind of cowardice. To me personally. Now let me flip it again. You're Joe. All of y'all are Joe. Y'all said I want to be Joe. That's crazy. Do you kick off your co-host?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
But DDG is the biggest streamer in the world. I mean,
He's
third.
not.
Third?
He's one of them.
Third.
He's one of them.
Nah, you gotta.
Looking at dollars and cents.
Yeah, nah, I get it, but nah, I think you gotta just, you gotta stick with the team for real. I mean, because obviously the content would be beneficial, but it's not like we looking for the next show to fucking pay the bills. You feel me?
Okay.
We could just continue speaking on the situation and move forward for real.
Even though both people are beneficial to each other, they're both going to be just fine without each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I think that for the dollars and cents that you'll make today, I think for the chemistry and for the respect that Melissa might lose for Joe or whatever the case is, could affect future episodes, future chemistry. And then it's like, after you burnt the DDG episode money, how much is it really worth it?
Facts. Cash got a different opinion. I see though.
Nah, I think it does make sense for them to have that conversation with a woman in the room.
Sorry to cut you off, but because it's DDJ Matters, now you add a different name, we might have to have a different conversation.
Yeah, I think that having Melissa there would be important and integral to the episode because that's already a discourse they had, and that's the reason why they even want to have him on necessarily. But also, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Come on, son. We gonna let him walk?
No, I don't know, because all that shit you said about Lil TJ, right? Let's say Lil TJ starts really building some traction. We like, fuck it, let's get him on here. He's like, nah, that little funny nigga that be there on the right side, he can't be there when I get there. And then like we all have this little meeting on who, like, if we want you here or not. And then we decide, yeah, Cash, we rather have Little TJ for this episode. You'll be perfectly fine the remainder you're here on this pod after a decision like that is made. We talking about Little TJ. We're not talking about Drake. Not talking about Kendrick. No disrespect to Little TJ. We're like, let's be for real. We're talking about Little TJ. We decided to have him on a pod, and you had to sit that one out for Little TJ.
Okay, so there'll be a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I will be okay with it, but I will also think y'all pussy, and I will tell y'all pussy. Then while I'm going, you have to, if you say anything, even slightly anything about me, and y'all don't do or say nothing, then y'all super pussy.
Do and say what? Stop the pod? That we
Yeah,
pay
be
for?
like
Stop my tongue.
Yeah,
Hey,
look, crash out.
Chill. That's my man.
Yeah, like be like, yo, listen, like
We are
when that
doing
fly,
that.
like just you just see that interview that just happened with the 4K Trey nigga that was getting interviewed by the Chicago guy. I forgot his name. It's one of the DJ. He used to be King Von's DJ. He was interviewing one of the 4K Trey niggas.
I think I know you're talking about.
And the nigga tried to punk him. And he was like, yo, hold this flag. Because he's like, he explained to me, like, oh, I used to be King Von DJ. He was like, oh, word? He's like, yo, no, hold on. He took his flag off. He's like, yo, hold this flag.
He gave him a green flag.
Yeah, he gave him a green flag. He tried to make a hold it. And the DJ was like, yo, what you doing? Like, I'm not doing that. He tried to punk him. And the DJ was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, and he was like, yo, we done with this fucking interview. He was like, all right. He's like, y'all took my phone. Y'all took everything. So, feel me? Do what y'all gonna do.
Oh, he's gangster.
Yeah,
He's dead,
and I would expect y'all to do the same shit. If Lil TJ came in here and said, "Fuck this nigga, all this shit," I would expect y'all to be on some same type of time. And if not, you niggas is pussy.
Yeah, but are you coming back to pod though?
Yeah.
All right.
TJ or DDG in that situation's approach could make a difference too. Like I said, if it was behind the scenes, like, yo, AG, yo, I want to come up, like this and that. I just feel like I'm gonna end up doing something or reacting a certain way to Cash. Like, if we could find a way to mitigate that, then we can make it happen. Like, I think the approach matters, and then you could talk to Cash and
To keep it a bean, I don't think I'll be hearing any of that. Because from the inception of Gas Money, when I was like, mind you, we've been podding for like 8 years. So we've seen podcasts come and go. My being real is more important to me than having a big name on here. Because once I open that door for you to come in here and exclude somebody that I pod with every Sunday, I could be bought I could be asked to do anything. You can be like, yo, we can't talk. Yeah, I'm gonna have Drake up here, but you can't talk about Not Like Us. Then what's the point? Like, this is a pod.
But that's what I'm saying. It matters. You're gonna take that deal.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not. I'm telling you. And call me dumb, call me stupid, but I'm not. Like, then don't come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere else. Like, that's just how I feel personally. I'm not doing that. But I understand what you're saying. Most people would do it, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it. We had a conversation with Jack. He's a recurring guest, and I told him I wouldn't sign the Barstool, and he was like, "Yo, y'all should edit that out." And I'm like, "No, fuck that. I'm not signing to that Barstool nigga. I don't fuck with him." Cash had a different opinion. I don't really remember what his opinion was, but
Portnoy.
Yeah, I can't work for a dude like that. And I was right. I was proven right. You see that nigga was spazzing on one of his employees. He called him like a bald bastard. You wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for me.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Like, could you imagine? And shout out to Gillian Wallow for working with him. But I just wouldn't do it. So if it was DDG and he told me, yo, you gotta kick Charlie off when I pull up, nah, you don't have to be here, bro. Like, and respectfully, it wouldn't even be a beef. Respectfully, that's just how I feel personally.
What if you came back to me with that and I was like, yo, I love you for holding me down, but go ahead, do that. Get that.
Then I'd probably do it.
Okay.
Then I'll probably do it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If y'all got that approach from Lil TJ or whoever the fuck.
We're not asking you, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, the disrespect is in us not asking you.
Well, I'm sure that if DDG went online,
let's say like we got the offer, right? Like Lil TJ, however they reached out or we reached out to him, and his response was on something like, "Yeah, he can't be here." Me and AG decided to speak, or whoever else decided to speak, and be like, "Yo, it's an opportunity we can't miss up on." And we presented to Cash.
Make a decision.
Yeah,
we already made the decision. Like, Cash next Sunday.
Yeah. Because I feel like the disrespect in us is in not asking. Like, if they was to be like, Melissa from before, like, we're gonna do this episode and you can't be a part of it. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Us being like, yo, you like how you feel about possibly sitting this one out. Actually, maybe not, because I feel like that's disrespectful too. Because the pressure of asking somebody can make somebody feel like, all right, I'll sit this one out.
Because if you ask him, it's kind of like you're...
Yeah.
Nah, you would have to tell me I'm cool with, like, yo, TJ just hit us up. He want a pod. He said Freak Boy can't be there. and then if Cash is like, yo, we need that look, I'm out.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, all right, fucking pull up, but don't call him Freak Boy. You're not playing with my man.
You called him.
Yeah, I can call him that. You can't call him. You don't know that nigga.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it. But if Cash is like, then fuck that nigga. I'm like, I'm with Cash. Like, fuck that nigga. Like, respectfully though. He's from New York, so.
Yeah,
that's the home team.
No, yeah, they can't kick Melissa off. Gotta keep.
But that's the thing about the Joe Budden podcast. They have interchangeable hosts all the time.
Yeah. That's kind of like that bag.
Yeah, so it's like,
but it's just the fact he specifically said, "I ain't going up there if she's there." That's he kind of set the table.
Whack. Yeah,
that was actually a chess move though. He kind of put Joe in a position.
Yeah, because
if next week we see him up there, she's not there.
But did they ever imply that they was looking for him to come up there?
I don't know.
I'm actually a fan of the podcast. So I do watch it.
Are you a Patroni? That's what he calls y'all. I'm just asking.
I have Patreon.
Yeah, I would never disrespect you like that.
But they never wanted him asked to be up there.
Then is that really a chess move?
Now DDG said, "Yo, I would come up there." But she's not saying, yo, y'all asked me and I would. He just said I would. If
I don't know if that's a chess.
It is though, because now it puts Joe in the position.
So I don't have to answer.
No, of course that'll be your other move.
I feel like if I ask you to come on and you say that, then I have to answer because you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think he's putting his name in because he knows Joe's a money numbers dude. DDG on Joe's platform. First of all, Joe's
going to address it.
Yeah, Joe has a platform that's old as fuck. Yeah. Like all the niggas up there is old, and having DDG pull up there brings a whole different demographic.
Yeah.
So I think it was a chess move by DDG. I definitely do. Any final thoughts?
I don't think he's gonna win the chess game though.
Nah, I don't think so either. But shout out Joe and shout out DDG. Let's keep it streamers though.
And Melissa Ford.
Yeah, shout out Melissa Ford. She's bad. Let's keep it streamers though. The BET Awards happened.
Oh man,
talk to me, fellas.
A round of applause for that.
They had a cipher this year?
Honestly, I didn't watch it for real. Okay. But the clips I seen was impressive. It was better than previous years. What was the award show that you said that was it was Andreas? Was that BET last year that you spoke on?
No. Andreas.
Yeah, Dre's in Vegas. You said some award show was so small they had it.
Oh,
in
maybe
Vegas.
it was there. Yeah, maybe it was.
You remember
yeah,
mentioned something like that, right?
It might have been the BET Awards.
They stepped whatever. I don't want to mix the two, but if it was the BET Awards that we was kind of joking on being like super underground last year,
it had to be that.
That shit was way better this year. And honestly, I just think it's really a testament to the streaming game because obviously Kai had his points. A big three in entertainment is definitely Drewski, Kevin Hart, and Kai. Yeah, I think there's a lot that's going on with hip hop that's gonna allow BET to be more of a respectable award show in the future. Honestly, because to me, the clips I seen made it really really good, entertaining. I didn't watch the show in its entirety. But
Does it matter that it's not owned by black?
You know how I feel about hip hop as of recently, especially with that industry the phrase that's going around. It doesn't bother me. I feel like hip hop isn't culturally wise, it's black.
But it never
business,
been owned black. Okay, so it doesn't change it. I saw the clips as well. What is going on with Drewski and Kendrick?
I mean, I think Drewski obviously has to.
Yeah.
Y'all would do the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with Drake, bro.
That was my thing.
I didn't grow up with Kendrick. I grew up with Drake.
Yeah, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah, like, why am I inheriting these?
If we talking 10 years ago, actually no, summer 16, I would stand next to Drake if the world was on fire. But now, I wouldn't diss him to get cool in the public eye, but I'm not going to inherit no shit for 2025 Drake.
Why Kai didn't have to do it?
But see, that's also different because
they're not friends.
The loyalty is conditional to Drake.
If I'm Drewski, yeah.
Yeah, like he's not from Drewski. Drewski's not from Drake's camp.
Yeah, like and Drake didn't put Drewski on.
Yeah, like I don't see.
But that's how I feel it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Drewski probably sees Drake as a real friend.
No, not only that.
If that's the case, then yeah.
Drewski does probably see them as a human, but he does probably feel like he did put him on that Laugh Now Cry Later video with Drewski. But that is a huge look.
It was a look.
Nah, that was huge.
Yeah, it definitely changes probably trajectory.
Are y'all so certain about that?
Now, I think it'd still be Drewski without it.
That's what I'm saying.
100%. But it's like the same thing. Like that same song did something different for Dirk.
True.
Dirk was like, that's how I kind of see what you're saying, because I remember listening to Dirk and everybody's like, yeah, he's cool. And then that song came out and then he became superstar Dirk. I feel like I could understand you saying Drewski got the same effect.
Out of all people, Drake grabbed me to put me in that spot.
But we also talking about Drake, who also grabs people that's already hot. It just makes them hotter.
So Dirk can't dap Kendrick?
Nah, I don't know about that. I think he probably
them
can.
three niggas got more loyalty than these fucking entertainment niggas. Dirk wouldn't be fucking with Kendrick if he was home.
Yeah, nah.
That nigga don't own. Nah, I don't know about that.
And even for Drewski, I think Drake is more of an asset for Drewski than Kendrick would be.
Oh no, absolutely. So that's a business thing, but that's not a loyalty thing to me. That's a dollars and cents.
Right. Okay, cool. But me dapping Kendrick could make me lose more than gain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you know
of course. Yeah.
I think that's one of those keeping it real goes wrong thing. What about the streaming thing? Because I seen one of the streamers, the Rakai nigga, he was getting packed up. I seen Talil, he was getting packed up. So Kai's the only nigga that's allowed to stream. Like what? Yeah, so if Speed would have showed up, in your opinion, he would have been allowed to stream too?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But because Rakai, he's a whole different. I don't even want to put him in the same category. Like he's big, but that nigga's a fucking annoying little kid. Like he's immature.
I heard he's 30.
No, he's like 17. Rakai.
Oh, maybe I got trolled.
Nah, none of them is old. All these niggas is little kids.
Somebody asked him his name. Somebody asked him his age, and he was like, they were saying that he was like 30.
No, he's like 17. He's underage.
Okay.
He's okay.
But Talil, his thing was that he had his niece, and he was trying to bring his niece around, and they wasn't allowing little kids unless they were icons children, and he was like basically being treated unfairly. But
not unfairly. There's rules.
Yeah,
I told you about the spectrum.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I agree with what you're saying. Black people just, it's like come on, get it together, my nigga. Like I understand you're a big streamer and you're casting that friend and all this shit, and you're trying to give your niece the experience, but when it comes to time and a place for everything, like you should know if they're saying it's icon kids only, you're not even an icon yourself yet. Yeah. So why would you think that you'll be able to bring this little girl around?
I respected the way he handled it though. He didn't bug out. The other nigga bugged out. Like that nigga was on the Rod Kai nigga. That nigga was on the phone with fucking Kai Sanat. Like, yo, bro,
You see, that's where it gets bad. That's where it gets
That's what I'm saying.
bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Kai packed him up. He was like, yo, put the phone in the car. Put the camera in the car. Put the camera in the car and just come inside.
I think that was spoken on though. I think Kai had a deal with BT or Kevin, whatever.
Nah, he actually said the opposite. He said that he purposely did not want to sign any paperwork, any deals with BET because he didn't want to have to push an agenda, which I felt like was really brave of him to say that.
Then in that case, then BET just let him do it because it's Kai.
Because it's Kai, it's a look for them.
Yeah.
And he kind of made the whole shit lit.
Because what I see more viral is his clips than...
I don't think I've seen a BET clip.
Nah.
The only one I saw was when they were 3 on stage and he was talking about I forgot who he was addressing in a crowd, but Kevin was addressing somebody in the crowd and they was jumping up and down and doing some shit. But mainly the skits I'm seeing online is from the stream
through Kai. Kendrick won everything, right? That was like the gag.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Is there such thing as Kendrick fatigue?
Nah, not when you battling Drake, man. Not when you battling Drake.
Define Kendrick fatigue.
Some people on the internet are saying that they're just sick of like Kendrick. Like his name is just in everything. All like some of it is undeserved. They're saying I don't agree, but it's like we're used to our stars not being this saturated, and this is like he's being oversaturated.
Yeah, it's just like when like Pedro Pascal, like he's in every movie now. So it's like I'm getting tired of seeing this nigga. Like, where's the other actors?
Yeah.
Like, that's that time.
But what if you just that ill?
No, there's things that are deserved and there's things that are undeserved. Like, well, I'm not even gonna do that.
I do it.
What's that girl with the big titties?
I'm out.
That's fucking joke.
There's a whole Rolodex of bitches he can be talking about. I don't even know where to begin with that.
The white girl, Sydney Sweeney, that's her name.
Thank you.
She's in everything, same way Pedro Pascal's in everything.
Yeah, she can't act
and
a lick.
She can't act. I don't think she's that good looking either.
Come on.
She is a very average.
I ain't big.
They're big. But this is my thing. She's a very average looking woman. Like she looked like a regular white girl, but she got big titties though.
Yeah,
so she deserves to be in every movie because she got big titties?
Be careful with the average word though.
Because y'all think average means like, all right, whatever. It's all
I mean, when the average coming from you is
crazy.
Like, the way you talk about average, I shouldn't want to stand next to her. I shouldn't bring her around if she's average. The way you talk about average girls.
No. I'm saying like she's like a regular looking, like she's like, I could go to fucking Whole Foods and see a white girl look better than her.
Shout out Whole Foods.
Like,
I don't know if
she's like a 7 out of 10.
I see. Okay. Is that average for her?
Nah, he's crazy.
I'm saying like she's like there's nothing special about her. Like she doesn't she doesn't look like how like Margot Robbie something like, oh, she looks like she's somebody. Like Sydney Sweeney, besides her titties, she don't really
Nigga,
look like.
she walk in this basement right now. Niggas ain't a 10 hut. That's not happening.
No, I'm like, who the fuck is white bitch?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, this is average.
Yeah,
this is average.
I gotta see her. My phone's dead.
She's the big titty girl from fucking Euphoria.
Oh, I kind of had that in my mind. That's who y'all was talking about, but. Like you said, there's a bunch of big titty women.
That's what he started with.
Yeah. And she's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, she's in everything now.
You are a freak boy because when I think of her, the first thing I think of is not her titty.
Yeah,
that was her most famous asset.
Nah. She's selling her bathwater right now though.
Yeah,
really?
That's what I'm talking about. Like that's crazy.
How much? Nah.
See, I jammed my man up. That special lady. You see what y'all doing?
He throw it all the way for the pod. Everything
gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star. We got to rename this whole thing the Charlie podcast.
I reiterate, I do have someone I trust.
So what we normally do here,
I got a girl.
Yeah, you just raise your hand. I got a girl. I got a fiance. I am fianced. Whatever you want to say. You just gotta raise your hand so she can see it and all the other bitches see it.
Everybody gonna be on blast. You got somebody you trust?
I'm engaged.
That is a fact.
I'm also engaged.
You got somebody you trust?
I'm also engaged.
I have a child with somebody, so that's trust.
You ducked it, but okay.
He ain't playing.
That's trust.
He can't hit a pod. Shout out Cassius for getting a really good gift.
No, that was a gift? What gift?
What do you mean?
You said a really good gift?
No, a guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your presence.
Appreciate
yeah.
that.
So anything else on the BET Awards, man?
Nah.
Oh no. Who said the Kai Cenat show's ultimate loyalty?
Oh yeah, that is that Tyler Lil situation. Like he called him and it actually he set it up for him to be able to walk.
Oh, so he got him inside. Did he have a choice?
And he basically said on the shit, he was like, "Look, one thing with me, if one of my people say they need something, I got them. Like if you ain't letting him in, I'm not coming. And that's almost like the Drewski shit. Like it's just like you kind of would look at it and be like, nah, he's bugging for saying that or acting like that. But then it's also like, yo, that type of loyalty you don't see often, especially for somebody under you.
In that Drewski clip though, neither one of them looked for the dap.
Yeah.
It's not like Drewski curved him. He just didn't reach out his hand, and Kendrick didn't reach his hand. Like it wasn't like a.
Yeah, I feel like if Kendrick reached his hand out, Juicy would have gave him that, but he wouldn't be like, "Yo, Kendrick, yo, I'm a big fan." Like he would have just.
Because at the same time, Kendrick did dap Kai and not dap. He didn't go for Drewski.
That's the crazy.
So Kendrick started the curve, and then
but Kendrick probably read that nigga's face. You see that nigga's face? He was biting his lip.
Yeah.
When he see,
like, please don't dap me.
like he's gonna pop on him.
Please don't dap me, nigga.
Nah, he's dragging it.
You watch the clip, and then they said in the background you could hear somebody saying like on some like "Yo, we good" type shit in the background. They said it was either Ray Vaughn or Dave Free.
Yeah, niggas ain't playing. Niggas will pack Drewski up.
Yeah, I think that Wale shit was staged.
Oh, that's another thing. I forgot about the Wale thing. Nah, it wasn't staged.
Nah, Wale was staged.
Wait, can I speak on Wale just real fast? Wale is one of them niggas that his attitude literally ruined his career. That nigga started a beef with Complex when Complex was at his like peak.
Yeah.
Over like I really don't know what it was about. I think it was like listing.
Nah, so I ain't gonna lie.
Articles.
So I actually really fuck with Wale.
No,
like,
me too.
If I was to like jump out the window, that nigga's like in my top 5.
Bro, you can't tell the story of hip hop without Wale.
Yeah, without Wale.
He was in the.
I think honestly he just really deals with mental health problems. Like nothing crazy.
I don't want to call him out his name, bro, but he's one of them niggas that
self-sabotage himself.
Yo, like he shouldn't have been famous. He should have been MF Doom. He should have just made his music, and we never knew who he was because he can't handle. Like he's the opposite of Meek. I think Meek is the best in the world. You about to disagree?
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I always gotta check with this.
I might disagree.
No, let me explain first, and then we could battle. Nobody on the internet has gone through what Meek Mill's went through, and is
repeatedly,
he's still a normal guy. Like Meek Mill came down here, he can hang. If Wale came down here, he would have sat down. Yo, how many of my songs you know? And that would have been a problem. Meek Mill has gotten beat up on the internet, from like
he can't say nothing. He can't.
He can't tweet without the 1,000 niggas calling him stupid. Because you imagine having to deal with that every time you open your device. Then the Diddy shit. First of all, you start off with him losing to Drake and the Girl Tour World Tour. Then he loses Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
So now he got Drake fans and Nicki fans shitting on him every day. That's never gonna stop, by the way. Then he tweets and he don't autocorrect. He's a Philly nigga. So he and then he had a falling out with the same Wale. He had a falling out with Ross at one point. So these are like 5 fan bases that every time that nigga opens his app is on his ass. And then to put everything in a bow, him and Diddy got matching outfits. Yeah. And he was doing the bunny hop shit. Yeah. And then he took a photo of himself in the pool with French fries on his lap. I'm not saying that some of this stuff is not self-inflicted, but no, you cannot find me another nigga that could go through all of that shit that he's going through every day and is still a regular guy. Like Meek is still rapping. Wale can't even rap no more. Rap. Yeah. And to that you say?
Wale got some Diddy shit too. Then he got hung off the balcony.
He said that wasn't true.
He said that didn't happen.
You got it.
You think that's the type of nigga that would admit some shit like that happened to him?
Nah, he admitted that J. Cole slapped Diddy before him. So like if I think he's willing to admit if
he's not a liar. Yeah. I think he's too honest. I think he lets us know when shit about like that Kai Cenat shit was classic Wale shit. Wait, this nigga played me. Kai wasn't playing.
I ain't even gonna lie. As soon as I seen it was Wale and it said that Kai didn't notice him, I didn't even watch the clip. You know I get secondhand embarrassment. I was like, I ain't watching.
It wasn't that bad.
Bro. It wasn't that bad.
It was the commentary after the dap that made it bad. He was like, calling Wale no more. He was like, he didn't do it to his face. Yeah, he was like, because he's like, chat. Like I didn't know who that was. They saying that was somebody.
Nah, but what about the shit that was when he was sitting next to people and he said, "Yo, you looking crazy right now?"
No, that was after.
Yeah, see, that's the one I didn't watch. I saw the one when they passed each other like it looked like a parking lot.
Yeah,
but the one when he said, "Nah, you look crazy right now," that I couldn't watch.
Oh no, I watched. That wasn't that
just
bad. Dapped him.
But why did he say you look crazy right now?
Because of what happened before.
After you mean?
Oh yeah, after.
When he dapped him, it was in the garage. Kai was walking to his car. He dapped him up. He got in the car. His chat is going crazy. Like, yo, that was Wale. That was Wale. He's like, who's Wale or Wale? He's like, yo, they saying Wale. He's saying that was somebody. So it just looked away where it's like, oh.
So who said what to who? He said you look crazy to Wale.
So Wale, after that whole clip and after the chat was going crazy, Wale saw him in the audience and walked up to him, not knowing he was still on stream, and said, yo, that shit kind of made me look crazy, whatever, we got to chop it up later.
Oh, that's what he said.
And he didn't know he was on camera again, so it just made it look double bad.
So I misinterpreted the headline. I thought
Kai cleaned it up on his stream.
I think both men handled it well, but again, Wale is his own worst enemy.
Wale tried to spin it like it was a Nintendo ad. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, because he posted again. I fuck with Wale heavy too. So he posted a picture with the Switch hanging out his pocket again, and he put ad, and then he posted a clip from that night. As in, like he tried to spin it because in that moment he was like, "Yo, I'll bust your ass in the Nintendo Switch." That's that little interaction in the garage.
That's what that was about.
Yeah, so he tried to spin it like it was an ad. I don't know.
That wasn't no
anything could be a rollout, but
that's how I be feeling for real.
But shout out Wale, man. I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. What's up?
You're right, and I think on a podcast that you don't want me to mention,
no, you can.
He was recently on the Joe Budden podcast.
He definitely was,
and I think you have a different outlook on his personality.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to look at that.
I saw like a clip from that where he was saying,
"I'll give you my login for Petroni."
I appreciate that though. I ain't paying, but I saw a clip about how he said that like Kendrick got an award that he was supposed to get.
That was wild.
And then the internet like figured out that Wale was just wrong.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they did like some research and they were like, he misremembered it. Yeah, so I mean that's how memory works. But niggas call me Will, but my name Wale.
Yeah, one of the funniest things about the BET Awards with Kai was that it was mad people that Kai didn't know, and he was just walking past them, and they was like waiting for his approval.
Damn.
Like it's like mad people that's like not even relevant now. Like it'd be like one of them was like the Brat, I think.
The Brat.
Come on now.
No, they asked him, "Do you know who the Brat is?" I don't know if she wanted to see him, but they asked him if she knew who she was, and he said no.
He's like no, and then he went to give somebody else a hug, and the Brat was just standing there like waiting for her hug, and then he just walked away. And
Can I ask y'all a question about that though? I'm glad you brought that up, Cash, because I saw a lot of people shitting on Kai, and they're like, if you are gonna be a hip hop streamer, which I don't even know if he considers himself that, you have to be educated in hip hop. There's a lot of people shitting on him. How do y'all feel about that?
Man, if I seen Bob Cousy like at his prime in person, I would walk past that nigga. I love basketball. Just because you don't know what somebody looks like or who they are, that does not mean you're less involved in the culture. Just because you know things that are from your era and your time.
Gotcha.
Like, so I think that's just bullshit. That's for people that's just
jealous.
And they know that they may be out of the loop. Mm-hmm. Like Wale didn't say that, but it's kind of like those situations. If he was to be like, you know, this nigga should have noticed me because I did this in hip hop. Yeah, that's a little bit on the corny side.
Yeah,
that's why. Oh, my fault.
No, go ahead.
No, I say that's why I be telling y'all niggas all the time. Y'all niggas be trying to fucking be like, oh, you don't know shit because you a little nigga. Who gives a fuck?
I told you that's not the. First of all, it's not the same because me and you are like we're in the same age group.
Okay.
And there's no reason that you are from New York City and you can't like give me some Jay-Z bars or Biggie bars. I think that's fucking crazy. And then on top of that, you said I'm not from New York because I don't know about the bartender. That's the crazy one. If you never said that, I don't have no beef.
That's a New York staple, nigga.
Nigga, what is Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls?
Yeah, but that's like
you can't
being around
Jay-Z
culture. That's a being around culture.
I'm rolling with Cash. I don't think I could give you Jay-Z bars before Watch the Throne. I don't think I could give
that's
you
fucking
That's what I'm saying.
What's going on, son?
These niggas talking about some, you don't know Blueprint Run. Like, nigga, who gives a fuck?
Blueprint Run?
Blueprint 1.
And I can't give you an album cut Biggie bar. I could give you like, 10 Crack and Juicy. And
I would accept that.
But
you don't even know
yes,
that.
I do. You look so good, suck your father's dick.
You said daddy, number one.
Nigga remember gay bars?
Ain't remember the freak nigga.
He living up to the name.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, every time this nigga talk, freak nigga should be flying about this nigga.
Yeah, bro, because we all in the same age group, I'm assuming Tune too, but
Tone.
This is gonna be a number one.
Yeah,
that's my name as a father. I gotta grow up.
Nigga call grown ass man call himself Tune. It ain't Tone now, nigga.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we're in the same age group. So like growing up, the first things I started listening to growing up was like 50 was late. I mean, I was late to 50. And then it was like Jay, Watch the Throne that time.
Okay.
Drake, obviously, and then Wale. I bought Wale's first album. I probably still have it. So like to recite a Jay-Z bar from back then is hard if you're not really going back and
I ain't gonna lie, hot take that I personally don't partake in because I'm pretty sure AG be feeling like I be having a little bit of hate for Jay-Z. But I just think Jay-Z is a little bit on the overrated side.
I think so too.
Oh,
But that's not for the same reason you on.
What?
Like I think you just think that like, you know, he's just an old rapper that you just missed that wave.
Nah.
I think he is very important in hip hop. I just think that he was one of those guys that were just in the forefront, even though he wasn't the illest guy.
I can't
like
sit here for
DMX, the
Jay-Z
run that DMX had against.
You don't know DMX shit
Nah,
either.
but now-
Yes, I do. I listen to DMX.
Wow, that's an over
Nah,
Jay-Z.
no, he's just saying that.
No, I
Nah,
have
let him
DMX albums on my. I was listening to DMX on my way here.
That nigga listen to the fucking party up. That's all he listening
No.
to. He got that shit on repeat, nigga.
No,
That actually changed your whole like my perspective.
believe that nigga.
because this is my thing. After I was talking about that Blueprint shit last week, I went back and listened to Blueprint 1 and Blueprint 2, and that music is not enjoyable to me. But I listen to DMX. I listen to DMX, Blood for My Blood, whatever. I listen to that album. I don't have no top of my head, but I have those albums in my phone, and those music is more enjoyable.
I mean,
Like, I understand back then it was probably revolutionary for Jay-Z to be rapping the way he's rapping, flowing the way he's flowing, all that shit. But there's no like, if I'm talking about bars, like I know Young Thug bars because it was like, oh shit, that was fire. Like Lil Wayne bars, like, oh shit, that was fire. Jay-Z not saying some shit, but like, I'm like, oh
Nah, but you
shit.
see
Like it sounds good, and I understand he's flowing and he's talking, he's big tell a story through his raps, but it's not as enjoyable as other people are.
I can respect that take, but I can't respect that take, bro. I think Jay-Z. We don't even gotta do this. It's fine. It's fine.
in closing, I'll just say like I understand. Like I think he's overrated because
Oh my god.
No.
Breaking his heart.
No. I think we look at it as overrated because we just don't understand the impact in our age group. But I don't think he's overrated.
Thank you.
I think in a lot of ways he might be underrated.
Thank you. This guy's good.
But I understand.
I thought the census is that he's at number one, pretty much.
He is.
So then,
But all this talk about Wayne and like he's at number one by far, I think.
oh, like that 2 is
He's
notches.
right. He's
below.
right. Charlie is correct.
I think that's a little crazy because even if somebody has Wayne at 2, I don't think that gap is that lyrically.
Wayne,
I mean, like,
Wayne don't
if
got
we're
3
talking
fire
about
albums.
the poster boy,
I'm not even putting Wayne before Eminem.
Nah, Wayne don't got 3 fire albums.
that's where you lose me.
not putting
Niggas that be putting Eminem up there really.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't
is-
fuck with that either.
Eminem is different. Eminem is different. Eminem is different.
Even his last album is just different.
Nah, he's different.
And we ain't gonna talk about
Hey,
Carter
so-
6.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, Lil Wayne don't got 3 fire albums. And I love Lil Wayne. He don't got 3.
he got.
If you got, well, I include the mixtape. You got to include the mixtape.
Yeah.
Nah, if you
So there we
include the
go.
mixtapes, then he wins. But I'm talking about albums. Like his own.
Carter 3.
Okay.
The Block is hot.
No.
It's not.
Okay, sure, yeah. That's it.
There's like a group album now.
Yeah.
Nah, you only got 2.
I'm with you on.
Carter 2?
I'm with you on the 3 albums. But if we talking about just projects, he's hard to fuck.
Oh no, Lil Wayne is a monster. Like he is in a different stratosphere. Like
I don't know if this is a hot take. I might put No Ceilings in the top 3 project ever.
no, that shit is amazing. He makes
I
amazing
No
music.
Feelings.
but when it's time,
Man, Nelly may have sold more records than Jay-Z.
nah, he hasn't though. He wild. Well, let's not do this. But
I say top 5, not top.
we're not gonna numbers us out. All right. All right. Speaking of music though, thank you guys for the good transition, and we're gonna talk about the current GOAT. Kendrick Lamar performed back-to-back shows.
Just do that over. Do that over.
You want me,
GOAT?
no, like the current GOAT. Like you don't think so?
Go ahead.
This is what they call him. He performed back-to-back in Toronto, not the song. He just sold it out twice in their arena. And they said Drake never did that once.
That's what I thought was a little weird. But I be feeling like those numbers.
Nah, niggas get funny. Niggas get funny with the numbers. And I'm not even trying to get into the numbers argument. But there was a lot of hoopla around it because we got Top 5, who was that dude.
Yeah, I seen that nigga.
Is he? You know, I don't want no smoke.
Nah, I think so.
Nah, we won't smoke it.
Yeah.
That nigga's a clown.
Yeah, you see?
He just run around. He just run around doing. That nigga had a fake ankle monitor.
But then you put a body on that nigga. When we first started mentioning, you said he was that.
No, he
nigga.
did. He did kill somebody,
Yeah.
and he got away with it.
Yeah.
How?
What you mean? He went to jail for murder and he beat the case.
Spanked.
But I was listening to Whack.
Yeah, that's
And
the worst thing.
Whack said,
Wax says he has a Nipsey Hussle gay sex tape.
He did.
No, I believe that.
Wait, you believe what?
You believe Nipsey Hussle's gay?
No, that's not what I said.
You
no, he
believe
didn't
that
say it
Nipsey-
was gay. He didn't say. He said
He
that
implied it was gay.
Yeah, no, he said that they running the train on his BM and certain shit like that.
He definitely implied it was gay.
Bro, anyway, what I'm saying is the nigga said, like it was technically he caught a body, but it was more so like a technicality type of
How do you
shit.
technically catch a body? How do you do that?
Nigga said it
Y'all
wasn't
niggas
like-
both holding
it
a gun?
I don't know.
On 3.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He said that, I can't remember the details right now.
because it was whack.
But, nah,
That's why. But yeah, so he's running around acting like a fool, and then we got reports saying that Kendrick like flew out to like back to New York and then flew back in to perform. How y'all feel about that?
he did what?
That he flew out like that night. He performed in Toronto, flew out back to New York, and then flew back in to perform again.
Well, I think that's smart for safety.
I don't know.
Fuck going on in Toronto?
Nah, just like you never know what could happen.
And then Drake said that the cops was like parked in front of his crib the whole time.
Yeah, they had a video of that.
So what's going
I
on?
don't know if I believe he flew out and flew back in. We ain't seen him on the jet. Like, I think that for safety, maybe, but with all the cops, you're in your hotel, you don't leave.
Yeah, like what? Yeah.
How
what?
dangerous? I think it's more safety because you got to do more transit and traveling through the back and forth.
After what happened to Biggie,
less safety.
after what happened to Tupac, after what happened to Nip,
Hold on.
I would take all precautions.
Nigga, Drake's bodyguard got shot in front of his crib.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like,
I would take every
if
precaution.
niggas could do that to Drake then in Toronto, then what the fuck?
Yeah, Drake was beefing with real Toronto niggas. You heard? The Weeknd. Somebody laugh? Yeah, that nigga's a cokehead. That nigga's dangerous.
All right, go ahead. But yeah,
The performance, they asked him to do Not Like Us again, like an encore shit.
Yeah, that.
Why is he hating it? Is there any person of Drake's status that's hated that much in their own city? Could that have
Nah,
happened?
but see, that's why I be
it's
feeling.
optics, bro.
Yeah, I be feeling like that's where shit gets weird because it's like Drake has been on that run long enough that I think universally people want to see that nigga go down.
Oh, okay. So you don't think Drake could do this to Kendrick though? He can't go
Nah,
to Staples Center
Oh no, hell,
and have niggas on something like, yo, dude.
acting like he's not from there. Hell no.
Only because technically he didn't win the beef. If he would have won the
he
beef,
would've
I
won,
think he could have.
I don't think so. I think Cali's one of those places. I feel like New York also kind of could get on that time too. It's just that we not with letting the home team
He
lose
did it to
at
Meek in
home.
Philly. I mean, I know Meek ain't Kendrick level.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
But Meek is Kendrick level in Philly. He should be.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he
so he
should
did
be.
it to Meek in
That's a
He
Philly.
good
definitely went to Philly though. But
the
see, I
memes
don't
up
think
on
Philly is like New York or Cali. We know Cali's on some.
Nah.
You don't. Hold on. You think Cali is not one of those places like us? Like
I'm the worst person to ask. I'm not.
all right.
What's your question?
Like I'm saying, basically, like from what we've seen from LA specifically, you think they be on some? They gonna let an outsider come here, no matter how they feel about the nigga in question. You think that even if Kendrick lost the beef, Los Angeles is gonna let a nigga from outside with all that gang culture, you gonna let a nigga come from outside and diss somebody from the area?
Yeah.
I don't
It
think
depends
so.
what you define as let. Because it's like it's
Nah, as far
too
as
much-
like the
too much
these,
money and
Nah, they were.
because we saw at the arena, these niggas was fucking doing mad crip walking and shit. That nigga turned Toronto into Los Angeles.
I think-
I don't think a nigga could come to even New York and treat New York, if they dissing a New York nigga, treat New York like wherever they from dissing a nigga.
I think the thing is, like, you wouldn't be able to do it in Cali. You wouldn't be able to do that in New York. You could do it in Toronto because the people out there is white. I think that's what it is. White people don't have no loyalty to no fucking hip hop shit. They don't
I
give a
seen
fuck.
some black people doing that.
Yeah,
Nigga,
but the vast majority is good. Like the people that's really bigging up these songs, if you go to any concert, anytime I see a video, it's a bunch of white people dancing
regardless
to
of
that shit.
the artist.
You go to LA and try to do that shit, it's a bunch of Mexicans and blacks out there.
I like the way he said black.
That's how they call him. That's how they call him out there.
Emphasis on the A, right? Black.
Yeah, that nigga went crazy.
And they hip hop, like the Latino culture and the black culture, they together there. So it's like, we're not fucking with that. New York, there's still a lot of white people, but New York is hip hop. New York came from New York. I mean, hip hop came from New York.
You had it right the first time.
So out in Toronto, it's a bunch of how you doing, one of them niggas, and they out there dancing. They don't give a fuck about no hip hop shit. They be like, oh yeah, we just like the culture. Well, fuck Drake. Like they just do whatever. If Drake went there, the same shit. He probably get them to say fuck Kendrick. But it's like, why would I do that?
Yo,
Just remember, it's my show. These are my fans. So like, I have fans in Toronto before this beef. So I mean, they're gonna do what is best for me. Like they're gonna scream one more time. They're gonna antagonize Drake because.
But see, my thing is like
they was at the fucking Chinese spot.
But yeah, that's. But see,
who
that's
was
what I'm saying.
in there? There was a bunch of white people in there.
I seen niggas in there. Don't do that. It was a nigga with locks.
I definitely seen niggas in there. There was a lot of niggas participating.
Yeah, Cali shit on too.
Oreo cookie ass niggas.
The consensus on the Gas Money podcast that Drake lost.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
100%.
You think Drake won?
I'm asking
Nah, he
questions.
He lost.
About
Clearly.
consensus.
Oh, you a Drake fan?
I'm 100%.
No, but I'm a new Drake
And
fan because of this beat.
I also bought Kendrick's album too, so I like good kid. I have it, so it's like I'm a Kendrick fan too.
Oh,
think-
yeah. You about to wake it up. Go ahead.
You found a way to spin the fact that Drake lost. You ever take that?
I think the loss is similar to the Pusha loss. It's like
Nah.
no. You know, I'm wrong. It's not similar in that way, but I mean is the hook was too relatable and too fire to even Drake said on the Hard Part 6, the song is hard. Like, you know. And I think in this time with the whole like clickbaity and shit, like all that, I think it was nasty. The pedophile shit was nasty. The wife beater shit was nasty too, but I just think it wasn't as nasty. I don't know if that.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, because I mean, I feel like I definitely heard it in hip hop beefs about, or anything that you see people probably mention niggas putting hands on girls and shit like that. But the pedophile shit, I think is fairly new, right? That's probably the first. Well, have we ever heard anybody get this?
I feel like Ice Cube. I'm trying to think.
If Kendrick
Because
won,
gay allegations, snitch allegations, that's like punch one, punch two in hip hop. You call a nigga gay, you call a nigga a rat.
I gotta listen to No Vaseline again. I think he might have said some shit.
Yeah, the only time I ever heard a nigga talk about nigga fucking a kid is self-admittedly.
Type shit. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what
DMX said it.
Biggie said it too, but he said his man would do it.
oh, we're gonna get back to that. I will say that if Kendrick won, it will be with Euphoria. Is that Euphoria?
If Kendrick won, that's good.
I thought Kendrick was.
I think he won. He won.
All right,
He won. I just
All right.
think he won like on a. It was a TKO.
So like he didn't even need the drop now like us. What you
Nah,
saying?
he's saying he never knocked him out really.
Right.
Oh,
I think
okay.
yeah, and then I
But
think
you can't knock out Drake.
and I think the industry being against Drake too helped with the knockout. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's so refreshing to have a Drake fan here.
Bro, that Family Matters is hard, bro. He dropped the
That's
Nah,
the best. That's the
had
best
the
song.
had the van and the like.
That's the best song to me in the whole beef. It's the only song I go back.
I'm almost sure I was on record saying that Drake was gonna win this unless Kendrick
to.
found.
Bop.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said it.
and I think that
Something
was, I
I
think
could
as soon as he found out, it was.
And then that bop was so missed in hip hop, like the nostalgia in the LA bop.
yeah,
I guess it just
that was. But yeah, Family Matters. I mean, we said that before. Like that. That's definitely the best.
That shit
That's
slap.
the
Oh my
best
God.
lyrical performance in that beef.
Didn't mean a damn thing though.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Didn't
And
mean-
he should have broke. I think also the thing that really fucked up Drake that we spoke on before is that strategically that nigga was off. Usually he's way better. In my opinion, I feel like he blended the songs too much. Family Matters should have been just that beat switch, the second beat switch. That should have been his own song. I don't think he should have chopped it up that many times, because if he would have chopped it up, it would have been like maybe like 2 extra more songs. If you see what I'm saying?
Because that middle part was really not for Kendrick. You feel like he should have left the beginning and the
I feel
end.
like that beat switch on Family Matters. That's that in between part where the beat gets hard after the gunshots
in the coffin?
I think that right there by itself. Because I when I put on Family Matters from time to time, because I think I treat it like a song. That beginning part is it's mid to me. It's so mid, and then that second part hits so hard that I kind of don't even like listening to that first part.
I have skipped it. I have skipped.
Yeah, right. Because that beat drop is nigga. He starts wailing with he
leaves.
That should be by itself. I just think that's the only part he really fucked up with. It's like strategically he wasn't on point.
Is that the same part that my man Odell was dancing to?
Yeah. That's the part I don't like. That's the hit him with the serenade. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like that. I was like, he missed me with that.
That nigga love that part.
Yeah, he was that. Like, that's not even the hardest shit to dance to, nigga.
Before we get off Drake, which I thought about some sexy songs for you.
He missed me with that one.
I'm a new Drake fan. So when throughout Drake's whole reign, I was outside though. So I know all the hits. I know every song that when it comes on is gonna do the same thing. I think he tried to make an album just of those songs, and he only had like 2 on there that is part of that collection. I think Drake just needs to show niggas that he could rap. Like, I was never a Drake believer until this beef, and I was like, oh, this nigga could rap. So
wait, until this beef, you didn't?
Yeah, because I was only listening to his slaps. I wasn't listening to the album cuts. I wasn't listening to like every Drake song was Hotline Bling to me. Not saying that it sucked or anything like that, but it was just for me to party to. I didn't listen to Drake as I'm gonna sit down and listen to his music.
So you thought this wasn't even before the Family Matters drop? You thought this was a blowout? Like,
I thought Kendrick was gonna whoop his ass, but I felt like Drake was still gonna win because he's Drake. Because I listen to Kendrick way more. It surprised me that Kendrick doesn't have the best lyrical exhibition in that whole thing. The fact that Drake to me has the best lyrical exchange,
you got to go back.
It's crazy. No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back.
Drake spits.
I gotta check out his whole catalog. But
some sexy songs for you. Play that for your fiance. Y'all get a vibe.
I mean, it's cool. I feel like it's a bunch of throwaway songs, but
yeah, that's kind of what I got from it too, for real.
I think it was good.
Yeah, shout out Drake. Just to put a button in the whole Kendrick Toronto thing. Where do you think Drake goes from here? Does he disown Toronto and become a Houstonite again?
Nah, he gotta rep that shit forever. Especially now.
I don't really think he's sweating it. I think he should. After you could eat the Super Bowl shit, you're not really. This ain't that crazy. And I don't know if he actually has done it or not, because you said they say he never sold that shit out again. That whole talk about him not being able to do a stadium tour, it's like, bro, like, come on. We're not gonna act like Kendrick could sell more tickets than Drake.
Nah, there's no way. Like, but that's the problem with this.
And then they don't want to talk about how he do Staples 7 nights in a row, Madison 7 nights in a row, Australia 7 nights in a row.
Doesn't fit the narrative. This is the king is dead. But my problem is, like we keep asking every time we talk about the same topic, is Kendrick enough to hold hip hop down for 10 years like Drake did?
Nah, but I also think hip hop. I think Drake is the last of the
10-year one.
Yeah, like because a lot of the times nobody's really out here lasting that long.
Yeah, nah. So he's the last one.
Niggas not versatile enough.
I just think
Kendrick 10 years in a row. You don't even have enough music for that.
Who?
Kendrick, he's not gonna be able to make enough music.
Yeah, but if you go back, but giving you another 10 years at this point in his career,
nah, that's nobody.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like 20 years.
This is one of the niggas that you recently find out is like, oh shit, I missed out on some shit. I think Drake, we found out he was really good, damn near in the beginning what he was doing, and then the nigga just kept wilding out. But like, who's now that you could really see having a run like that? Even if they aren't that good musically, I don't really see a nigga that
he's
could
gonna
really
piss me off, bro.
I was trying to think of a name. I'm
telling you, bro. I mean, maybe Cardi would be that guy.
Cash like the young niggas, like the Cardis and the.
Nah, I don't like Playboy Cardi.
He was
like
on Young Thug early.
Yeah, I fuck with Young Thug.
I fuck with Young Thug heavy. That's my guy right there. But he's not a young nigga. Young Thug is fucking old.
Best Young Thug verse.
Verse.
I got mine.
I'm gonna just say the song "Killed Before." Like that to me is like no other rapper can make that song, but him.
But is that a lyrical? I don't even know that song. Is that a lyrical?
He got lyrics. It's more like a ballad.
Yeah,
it's more like a ballad.
I'm talking about lyrically.
Just bars.
Fuck it, we ball.
Probably Numbers. The first verse on Numbers.
Bar to 6 is fire.
No, that album is nuts.
That album is like
nuts.
If you get high, you probably. If anybody was to out there listening, if you smoke weed and listen to music, get high and listen to Bar to 6, you gonna feel like you in a outer space. Like that song, that album is just amazing.
I like his he has a verse on 200 with Future. I like that verse a lot. And Young Thug, he's not a new nigga to me though.
Y'all heard that Sacrifices verse on with 2 Chainz and Drake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that. It's elite. It's elite. Nah, Young Thug. People don't look at him for bars.
Drake and 2 Chainz both went crazy, and he smoked both of them on that. That's just.
That's why he's like, I use his name. Like, who is he? That's a different song, right?
Oh, that is a song.
No,
Oh,
it's a
that's
song.
a song. Yeah, that's a crazy bar.
Yeah, no, he go crazy.
With the monkey, with the mink, it went crazy. But
I think Thug is actually underrated as a lyricist. Because there's always this Thug versus Future thing, and Future makes better music, but Thug is just a better rapper. And I like rappers. That's my whole thing about hip hop. Is like I like the niggas that got bars.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jigga man, you heard? All right.
I'm with you on that.
Before we get up out of here, I just want to like rapid fire a couple of topics. We got like some political shit, but we can start off with the airplane that crashed. One nigga survived, right?
Yeah, that was crazy.
they said that nigga jumped out the window. Now let me ask y'all a question. Y'all been on planes before, right?
Yeah.
How you jump out the window?
I don't know. They in India. They probably got some bullshit.
You see?
What you mean?
That nigga got up. That's where you lost me at.
That's like them niggas that be like, they be like, yo, if the plane was falling, I just jumped last second.
Yeah.
Yo, the elevator was falling, I jumped last second. What happened?
Yeah, they did that shit on Mythbusters. Dead. You can't survive that. So what happened then?
As soon as I seen that nigga walking, I was like, I don't know if I believe this.
So he wasn't on the plane.
You haven't heard his side?
No.
Oh, okay.
All I heard was that he jumped out the window.
You heard his side?
Yeah.
What happened?
This is why I want to get to it earlier because I don't know if I really believe it all the way.
Let's hear it.
He said when the plane crashed, he was sitting right at the exit row seat. So the exit row door is right there.
Yeah.
He said when it crashed, somehow the exit row door was broken open, and he was able to, and his seat was broken, so he was able to crawl out of that exit row door before the explosion.
Oh, okay, so the explosion is what killed everybody. It wasn't the impact.
But I feel like the explosion was immediate. Like I feel
And
like
also, what would be the radius of the explosion? If he's crawling,
Stop, drop, and roll, nigga.
that's a fact too.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes it don't be the explosion; it be the way the fire just absorbs the whole shit inside. But I don't know, bro.
He wasn't on the plane.
And then we had
So I'm jacking.
I'm jacking that he
That
was.
nigga was walking.
Or he was
away.
the pilot. Because
Yeah, you know, yeah. Hey, that's one of those guilt shits. Like, if you, now you got to live with that.
I think he had was a fractured nose.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't even listen to the sound, but all I just seen was a nigga walking away, and I'm reading the clip.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way you walk away from this. Like, if he was in a stretcher and like his eyes was open, or if he moved his hand, I could go with that. That nigga was walking.
Yeah, he was like,
bro, get the fuck out. I was like, yeah, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here.
all right, and now we got to deal with what's going on in the Middle East. So Cash brought to my attention that our mayors all linked up one day, and what they was jacking, Cash.
So they had a mayoral debate, and one of the last questions they asked the panel was, if you had to go on a vacation to another country, what country would you go to? And every single candidate was like, well, I would take a trip to Israel. And he's like, what about you? Oh, well, I would take a trip to Israel. And then one black guy said, like, he go to like his home country.
Nigga
like,
said Jamaica?
He said like Jamaica, some shit. And then we got to the one brown person who was in Zohran. And he was like, well, I wouldn't go anywhere. I would stay here and deal with the problems that we have in New York City. He was like, but would you take a trip to Israel, perhaps?
They pushed that shit on him?
Yeah, he was like, well, if I wanted to talk to any Jewish people, I would talk to them here in New York City, where we have the issues that I'm trying to face. And then Andrew Cuomo was like, oh no, he's not going to Israel, blah, blah, blah. And he started arguing. He was like, what? Like they all dog piled on him. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So
I can answer that for you. America. Israel is our daddy. We are beholden to them. They blew up one of our military ships, I think in like 1960 something. Killed Americans. No biggie. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if I want to know what it is.
Nah, you don't. That'll be the last thing you hear.
But Israel.
Now you know they get rid of you after some shit like that.
Yeah, Israel is our daddy. And there's just been so much proof, like you said, that shit is weird. And they recently just got bombed by Iran. And when that draft comes, because that draft is coming.
I got asthma.
So?
And I'm 30 something.
So?
Nah, you
can't be a part of
nah,
it.
you military age.
I don't think
You crazy?
I'm a trans. Yeah, what you got for that? What you got for that?
Y'all see the
What
video?
you got for that? What you got for that?
If there's women in there, they're gonna take you.
Nah, Trump said he's not going for that.
You gonna cut your dick off?
Nah, I'm just. Ain't it a mindset thing?
Nah, you got to be on like
No,
medication.
I know.
Yeah, because that's the one that the military.
That's when they say you're not taking.
Yeah, because they said they're not gonna fund people taking the transition medication. And
He's
shit.
definitely not going to jail for the bricks. He's definitely not going.
Nah, I'm going to jail for the. No, you gotta kill me. Yeah, you gotta kill me.
I mean, I'm
Yeah, I gotta get killed. Yeah, I'm not going to jail. But
Yo, what?
what?
Yo.
So all right, niggas could choose getting grapes, but I can't choose to be trans to dodge a fucking war.
You gonna go
All right,
studies?
all right.
You gonna breastfeed his own son?
Niggas is pick and choosing what's okay.
Yo, you know you could go to the military and have
Niggas can watch porn with 100 dicks, one bitch.
Nah, don't do that.
I say,
Don't do that.
nah, y'all niggas is like, all right, bet.
Niggas
I
can
see
take
what
the
it-
23. But
Yeah, right. Let's make a list. Fuck it, I got a list of a bunch of shit. Cash said Cash can fucking give a measurement of a nigga's dick, but I can't say trans.
I think I'm done. I think I've had enough today.
Nah, man.
They about to draft y'all.
I don't know. I don't know if the draft is coming.
I'll fight for this country.
Nah, that's not gonna be a world war. It's Iran, this Middle East shit. That shit happens all day long. Oh yeah, every year, same shit. There's nothing gonna change. And I'm still going to the military, so I don't give a fuck either way.
Oh, he's doing that projection shit. He's trying to calm himself.
Well, you're allowed. You can pick a non-combative job in the military, and you don't have to go to war.
Nah, I want a combative job. If I'm gonna do it, I'm in there.
Which job?
I want to be a Marine.
No, you wildin'. Nah, whatever.
Nah, what you was gonna say?
Well, how's he round?
All right.
Yeah, you see.
That's something to do with.
You know what, TJ, pull up.
Until you start smoking it, he asked him to leave. You can't smoke it.
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell.
On a
But,
serious note, that shit looks wild though. The way people are recording them shits hitting,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
Got the Iron Dome shit.
wild.
The fact that Iran is bombing civilians, am I gonna say that?
And they took out two military generals. Like,
Oh, yeah, that-
like you see them. The missile came directly to the nigga apartment. Like it didn't even take the building out. It just hit the apartment.
What? You see what's going on?
Man, Cash is jacking it. That's regular.
Nah, they be doing that in the Middle East. Israel killed
sure,
all the Iran's generals, all their top generals. They killed all of them.
They ain't killing enough.
They killed like 26 of them or some shit.
Niggas, I mean, America, like I said, they start drafting. I'll fight for the country, though. I really would.
Yeah, get low car insurance, nigga.
Nah, you see?
Fuck is you talking
Disability for the rest of your life. It's lit, nigga.
Yeah, you getting drafted willingly?
No. Well, yeah, I wouldn't sign up. Like, I wouldn't be like, yo, we fighting, fuck it. But if I got drafted, I'm not going to dodge it.
But you like, yo, it's gang, we out.
Yeah, it's America. Come on.
Yeah, I wonder how that works with the draft. Like, do they get to pick what branch you go into, or like how does the draft
I think
work?
it's by need. I think
Yeah,
it's
but like it's like, oh, this group of niggas going to the Navy, this group. But it's like if you go to the Marines, everybody not fucking make it through the Marines boot camp.
No, yeah, exactly. I think if you fail that, then they just put you somewhere else. I think for the Marines, you got to sign up. I don't think you get drafted.
I'm sure there's a psych.
Oh, so probably Army only because Army's the biggest one.
Yeah.
There has to be a psych test before you
absolutely.
get drafted.
Yeah.
I'm failing that psych test.
No, y'all not. Let's do it right now. Fail it.
Ask me a question.
Fail it. Well, sir.
What noises that
Have you
kid
ever
make?
thought about
Let's stop. You're right.
They gonna be in there like the
No,
young.
stop.
Hey,
We trying to pod again next week, right?
fuck it. I'm draft coming, so what the fuck does it matter? And I'm gonna wear this hat on the battlefield.
Oh, the niggas.
Yeah, head tap.
Bop.
Actually, they may miss. They don't know where that. They don't know where my I feel like that statement was about to get flipped.
Yeah, he's about to wild out.
that hat heavy?
Nah. Yeah.
All right. Anything else y'all want to cover before we get up out of here? I think we did the damn thing.
That's everything.
Yeah.
My phone's been dead since the beginning of the
This nigga, how much time is you gonna say your phone dead?
Cause I've been kind of wanting to go over the topics to see if it was everything, but yeah, that was it.
I mean, somebody asked a question about consumerism, but
Who asked?
Oh yeah, I asked that. Yeah.
you want to do it?
I mean, it's not really because it's this. You know what the Labubu shit is? Labubu dolls.
I think he's trying to play with me. So I'll let somebody else answer the guy.
I don't know. What
I'm not
that
touching
Nah,
that.
it's the little dolls.
That pop mart shit.
It's like a little doll that people be hanging off their bag. It's like a little teddy bear shit. If y'all don't know, it don't fucking matter.
I mean,
Ain't that the pop mart? Shit?
Nah, that's something.
That's something different?
That's a little the bobblehead shit.
Oh.
But fuck it.
all right.
On my
No.
I was gonna ask a general question. Do you break up with your girl at her house or your house?
At her house. She start breaking shit in your crib.
You do it at the park. So you can run. Get a foot on her. I ain't doing this no more. I'm out of here. yeah, that's it.
That is a good idea. Yeah.
Do it at the public
At
place.
a very expensive restaurant or something.
Oh yeah, some public.
Nah, she ain't gonna give a fuck about that.
Yeah, but
If you gotta strategically break up with somebody because you worried about how they may act, I think that restaurant may be the worst place.
Why?
There is a knife at the table. That is true.
Yeah,
But then they going to jail. They're scared to go to jail.
Nah, she start breaking shit, throwing shit in there. You can't even go
you
back.
out.
You can't go back.
Yeah, but fuck it.
You don't want to use that restaurant for anything else?
Now you pick a restaurant you don't fuck.
Yeah. Oh, so I go to an expensive restaurant that I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set her up.
How many times do you want to go spend $500 on this?
Yeah, nigga. You make an excuse to the next bitch. I can't even go back there.
And that should be cap, bro. If I go back to a restaurant after a year of that shit, they not gonna remember me, son.
Nah, they might have a picture in the wall.
Nah, that shit right up
Like,
there.
depending on how she act up in there.
And ruined that the core of the restaurant had my picture.
Yeah, that shit on the menu.
Right at that little host
It's gonna be
desk.
on the menu.
Yeah, right on the. Yeah, that's a fact. This nigga can't come.
Take it to Say Less. That shit trash. You don't need to go back
What's
there.
that?
I never been, but is it?
Say Less is whack.
Now y'all wildin'. What if they wanted to be a sponsor? nigga?
That's a New York steakhouse.
What the fuck is Say Less?
Nah, Say Less is
That's a
Chinese,
place
like
to
Asian
eat at?
food. Yeah.
Say
Say less.
That's SEI Less.
Say less, like that little
That's
white
a place.
kid.
You ever seen it?
Say
Well, you don't got
less.
social media, but people be taking pictures on the staircase and shit.
Say Less.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's a
New York-
place to eat.
Yeah.
New York shit.
Nah.
That's
You're
how
not from
like-
New
that's
York.
what-
You're not. See, that's what I'm saying. This
You're
nigga not from New York.
not from New York. You're not from the towns, nigga.
Honestly,
This nigga from Westchester.
Yeah, look how you wearing that tech.
This nigga got a V-neck on. I'm gonna kill this nigga.
what's wrong with V-necks?
Nah, V-neck. Yo, V-neck is dirt. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That was one thing. You learned a lot from jail.
Yeah.
Yo, a nigga will be like, yo, my family's my package, my mail. You open that package and there's V-necks in there.
Hold on, a nigga in jail is upset.
Yeah.
That's what I should be worried about.
Niggas-
telling me V-necks
That's
is
where
dirt.
culture come from.
But
Nah,
nah,
mom.
A lot of New York culture come from jail. Yes, it does.
Nah, he's right.
Nah.
He's right, but I'm not agreeing right now. But he's.
I don't not wear V-necks because of a nigga in jail.
I love V-necks, man.
Nah,
I ain't
V-necks is just trash.
I hate V-neck.
I like.
Nah, there was a ton. V-necks had them.
Nah,
times.
back in the days, I used to get the Old Navy V-necks with the
Yeah.
cargos. Woo,
Yeah,
that was a
good
fit.
time. That was a good time.
But now
I'm
you
a-
a bum ass nigga.
I'm an old nigga, so I wear what I like.
I don't
Fuck
think
you and that nigga.
I don't
in jail.
think
Hey yo,
pause,
Yeah, you see what's going on with this nigga?
pause ahead
If I
of time.
can't say what I can say, everybody's going down with it.
You're right.
Pause ahead of time. I don't think that thick niggas should wear V-necks.
That's a jab.
No, I'm in there. I'm with you in there. I don't like he can cash get it off, but
yeah, only us Lenny Kravitz built niggas who wear V-neck.
That's bad.
Y'all niggas gotta go.
your V-neck is the best V-neck I ever seen. All right, bro, you good?
In the pod, man.
I appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of Gas Money Podcast. Before we get out of here, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss another upload. Hit the subscribe button. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at gas.money.podcast. AG.
Can I get a perfect?
Perfect.
That niggas went crazy.